Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tombs of Scoria. Are we ready to die today? This could be the last day of the campaign.
I'm excited.
This could be it.
Is it really that bad?
Maybe. I'm streaming this on the Destiny channel since that's where the D&D goes. So if people are looking for it, it's on the Destiny channel. In case you're...
How would they hear you say that?
Yeah, how are they hearing that?
I don't know. Maybe this reverberates through the fucking ether or some shit. Or if you have a Discord where people watch, I think on the Koibu when you said that there are people that do, so it might be worth linking.
Yeah, and it's already linked there.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yep.
They're good. So, where last we left the party, the kingdom was in shambles. Arcadia is in shambles. Your mother has been captured and held in Crownhold in the basements in what is most clearly and definitely some sort of trap for our player characters. The elven nations have been razed. They've fallen back. The diplomats have left Drekis. Drekis is swarmed by refugees as most of the cities have been completely leveled and everyone has fled to the safety of the forests. Our party is gathered together in the capital at the height of their power and hoping, I believe, to go rescue their mother, the other Magari, the last Magari, from the clutches of the evil King Gilder deep within the Mystrian capital. Is that about right?
Sounds
Yeah, I
about
think
right.
so. I think our plan... That's why I hate making plans. We talked about it for 40 minutes, and we kind of just came up with... I think we're just going to go in there and go from the top down, yeah?
Yeah.
We're all on board or no?
Just dick swinging, run in there and do it?
True.
I think so. Yep, that's what we're doing. So, the plan is Imric is going to disintegrate the top floor of the castle, hopefully unnoticed.
Just a
Maybe
window.
fabricate it back. We can bring glass to fabricate the window back so no one will know. Then,
I don't think that. Oh, hang on. I don't think that's necessary. No one's going to notice a window before this is over.
well, sure.
Because fabricate's a high-level spell. I don't think you know, if I can take other 5th-level spell slots, I'd like to.
Imric's going to disintegrate the window. We're going to go
Yes.
in. I'm going to have a silence stone. I'm going to cast silence on a stone. And we're going to go from floor to floor, systematically murdering, I guess, just everyone in the fucking castle until we find the person with the dagger. The silence stone is going to be taken and put in the bag of holding anytime we get close to a door. So anytime we leave, I guess, like the big stone rooms, I'm going to put the silence stone in. If need be, I can pull it out again, but the goal is to go from door to door, killing fucking everyone with a silence stone.
And I might be able to use locate landmark to find the assassin's bedroom. If we know the person's name once we're inside
I can
the
also
keep.
probably talk to the... It sounds stupid. I can talk to the stones and probably find the assassin's bedroom when we're inside as well.
Excellent.
So first off, though, I would like to ask Arksamba a question. So I will have her
I'm
come to
sure
the room.
you have many questions you'd like to ask about the defenses of Crownhold before you just assault it.
No.
No, I think we're good on that. I would
think
like
we're
to
good
ask
on
that.
All right, awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys can keep a meeting with Ark Somber.
Yeah, Arksamba, we are concerned about this assassin in Crownhold and this poison dagger they've got. I'm aware of a potion. I think we may have had one once upon a time called a potion of vitality that makes one immune to poison. I don't suppose the great libraries of Wictron Orenta hold the secrets to making such a thing.
That's a good one.
We have a great many texts and tomes rescued from Caledonia that inform on such details, but we have not had time to pour through them. There may be, and she sort of like makes a sweeping gesture to one of the bookshelves in here, there may be the knowledge you seek within these books. You are free to
Do you
research
have a
them.
potion of vitality? In anywhere in the kingdom that we can have?
Oh, she makes a roll to see if there's one remaining.
There's not.
And she shakes her head. I don't know of any, but there may be one held in the clutches of some noble somewhere who is saving it for a last resort, or in someone's treasury.
Do we have
sitting
anything to
unused.
make people immune to poisons? Do we have the unicorn horn from before?
Do you think, can we
have
like
any
think for like 2
unicorn
seconds, would there be somebody in the kingdom that would have potions of vitality? Like, are there professional snake hunters or that would be like, oh,
No,
this
no,
guy-
no, no, no. If someone has a potion of vitality, it's like something they picked up along the way, and it's just a treasure. It's not like
Okay.
someone who handles snakes could afford a potion of vitality or could find one.
Gotcha.
Do you
We're
know of
talking
anyone who has a
epic.
unicorn horn?
Oh, yeah. that
She
should be.
chuckles. No, I don't.
What about the one we gave to you? To the queen.
We made a great deal of potions that have saved many lives with that. But I do believe
glad it was
you're
put to
aware of
use.
this.
I'm just making sure.
Well, that
there
potion's
may
the only way I
be-
know around the poison.
Once upon a time, there was a unicorn in Eridon, in, I do believe, what's that area called?
We're not gonna hunt
In
down
the
and kill a
Soggy
unicorn,
Hills.
Arksambar.
You're not? Is that where you draw the line?
Great many things have changed with me, and I think that killing an innocent unicorn wouldn't be super beneficial to anyone.
Why, Anton?
Shut up.
How you've changed.
Oxamba, the windows in this keep, are they all alarmed? Or perhaps only the ones to the queen's bedroom?
Alarm needs to be recast every 8 hours unless it's made permanent. She pauses. You know, a great deal of defense is about knowledge. My windows are not alarmed, but they are barred and made with thick glass. To alarm every window in a keep would be an extraordinarily difficult task.
Indeed.
Her
So-
Majesty may or may not have alarms on doors and windows well, she has no more windows now that she resides within the center of the keep, but
Don't
door may
don't trouble
not be
yourself.
alarmed.
Yeah, we don't.
So, a window high in the keep of Crownhold is unlikely to be alarmed. A random window.
that is my understanding, but you are the greater of the two wizards here.
Do you want to give us
Mary.
the quickest rundown of the defenses?
I don't
just-
even know what that means.
Of the defenses of Crownhold?
Crownhold or just the keep?
The keep
Keep.
mainly.
Yeah.
don't
Did
go
we
there.
not? Did we not get these details last time?
We kind of
There
did.
was
You
group of
alluded to
nine.
it.
I tried to tell you, and you didn't want to hear.
Okay, well, I don't want to hear anymore. Okay.
Wait, what?
No, we do. We wish to hear. We wish to hear.
Well, the city is surrounded by an anti-teleportation ring or wards. Crystals placed in metal cages atop scepters somewhere near the ramparts. There are similarly anti-invisibility wards within Crownhold and with the Wormwood. These are ancient objects of which I have never seen. I don't know how long they've been in Crownhold or the Wormwood, but they speak to Scoria's long reach that she is able to find and gather such things from distant lands and ancient kingdoms. The defenders of Crownhold include powerful mages and clerics, able-bodied swordsmen, and masses of regular soldiers. I assume similar to here in Wicthron Rarenta, light and darkness stones are scattered across the city, making magical lighting impossible. And similar to us here, I imagine the skies above are lit with continual light spells.
Okay. That doesn't sound too bad.
It's been difficult to infiltrate Crownhold and test these defenses. The spies that have come back have revealed these informations. The spies who have not come back may have found other things,
Yeah, indeed.
unfortunately.
You have do you have something to keep the bird or insects or bats away from the castle?
She pauses and thinks to herself. I know the keep in Sandashar, the castle in Sandashar, is warded from flying creatures and its walls are made slippery and unable to be climbed by spider climb spells. Our castle is not so fortunate. We do not have the great history of magic that they do in Sandashar or in Akuba. I don't know about Crownhold. They too do not have a deep history of magic. However, Scoria has brought enchanted objects from distant lands, hundreds of these invisibility wards scattered across the Wormwood. I'm sure dozens or scores scattered through Crownhold. It's possible that there is some sort of physical object that could repel insects or birds.
Okay.
How about the floor plan of the castle or of the dungeons?
That would be lovely.
What about our mother then? We're pretty confident she's in the dungeons, in the bottom of the keep.
Our spies have reported that is the word on the street in Crownhold, that the Magari disgraced queen, their words not mine, no offense, are held within the dungeons. It's possible that she's held within the keep, and that is misinformation designed to lure you into the dungeons, but I don't see why. I can't imagine King Gilder treating her with any level of respect or dignity.
How do we know she's alive?
We don't. Other than the fact that they claim she is.
I shake my head. There'd be no reason to kill her. She's worth far more alive than dead.
Yep.
You literally have the sister of the queen and the mother to the 3 McGarry brothers. Why would you ever kill such a prisoner? It makes no sense.
Arxon Bernard's enthusiasm.
I agree. She could have died being taken, though, or taken her own life. But perhaps not a risk we can afford to take. Well, I suggest then that we go teleport outside Crownhold, and I can at least attempt to fly to the top of the keep. Pick a good spot of entry. If that doesn't work, then at least we'll know before we reveal ourselves, and maybe then we can pursue the sewers like you suggested, Anton.
Sounds good. Okay, I'd like to make it known that when someone attacks you, you have a con check before your spell just becomes defunct, correct? In this campaign, Koibu?
If you take damage, the spell's gone.
I
We
do
play that
believe
way in Todd, but I think in this one we do a con check. Or are we doing away with that?
I was disrupting spells with magic missiles last in the
Okay.
demon plane, so I'm pretty sure
Then it's
that's how
gone.
we're playing it. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's
yes.
perfect. Yeah, I think we just go. Fuck it.
Make sure you prepare your spells correctly, Anton. I'll have Stone Skin for us and Ultravision. Do you require Ultravision or do you have
What does
Infravision?
Ultravision give you again? I have Infravision.
Okay, then I can save a spell slot.
When are you going?
We're not
See.
sure. We'll see.
Well, wait, what are we waiting on?
We're not. I think that's it.
What are we...
Just to clarify, Neal, remember I've got Persistence set up with a fly spell, and I've got Contingency to refresh my Stone Skin when it's broken.
Let me double check persistence, which sounds like a great spell.
It's really good.
You can dispel magic and object, right?
Yeah, that'll disable the object. Yeah, we could dispel
That's what I'm gonna
the
try.
dagger, but it's probably like the equivalent of a level 20 enchantment.
It's an
yeah.
item save, and item saves are fucking dog shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe then.
I'm pretty sure because
not
all
a
of our
save
item
made
saves
of-
are trash.
It's not made by the wizard who created it.
Let me read.
So persistence holds the spell ready for use by a simple act of will. The wizard can turn off or turn on the guided spell whenever he likes over the course of the duration. Duration of the so 15th level who made a fly spell would be able to use 1d6 plus 15 turns of flight over the next 15 days, the duration of persistence as he sees fit. Awesome. So you can just fly at will as long as you don't fly for, too many turns.
Yep.
Great. And then the other thing you said was contingency?
Yeah, contingency. So the contingency is cast stone skin on myself when my stone skin is broken. Which has worked in the past.
Spell, a lot will come into effect. Contingency spell. Spell brought into effect. Prescribed. 1/3 the caster's level experience. Rounded down, but not higher than. See the book for table, page 221. And Stone Skin is within the realm of spells you can cast.
Yeah,
right?
4th level.
There's a limit on what you.
Now that I'm level
what
15,
character level
I'm
are you?
15.
Yeah. Okay, so you can contingency 5th level spells if need be.
Which is now a new thing.
Perfect.
I couldn't do that before.
Excellent. So you've got Stone Skin on you.
Mm-hmm.
You've got contingency with Stone Skin on you, or you will do that before you go because
No, I've already done that.
Only lasts 1 day per level.
Yeah. Okay, so I did it like yesterday or whatever, or the day before we go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta read Dispel Magic because pretty wonky in it. Dispel Magic can affect only a specifically enchanted item. If it's cast directly upon the item, this renders the item non-operational for 1d4 rounds. But it says it can't affect artifacts or relics. However, some of the spell-like effects may be at the DM's option.
So an artifact would be like the necklace that you have, or that technically that's a relic. Or the Amulet of Malchus would also be a relic. This dagger is probably considered an artifact. It's in that zone of questionability.
But some of the spell effects might be dispelled.
Yeah, so you still might get the blink or the poison or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this get a save? The previous area talks about it, but that area makes it seem like if it's cast on an item, it's just auto done.
The item possessed and carried by a creature gains the creature's saving throw against this effect. Otherwise, it is automatically rendered non-operational. Okay,
and if I'm higher level than the creature, the base chance successfully dispelling is 11 or higher on a 1d20. If the caster is of a higher level than the creator or of the effect to be dispelled, the difference is subtracted from the base number needed.
That's
for the other
a spell effect. So in this situation, if you're casting Dispel Magic on an item, like on a sword wielded by a 10th level fighter, then the 10th level fighter just makes a save for the Dispel Magic. So if you're fighting a, whatever level rogue this is, they just personally make a regular save or spell to avoid the thing being wielded. But if they set it down on a table, then it's automatic.
Got it. So if I see the item at its bedside, and I'm able to get my Dispel Magic off before they grab it, it's automatic.
Yes.
My spells are, I don't know, as good as they'll ever be.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
I would like to teleport somewhere and then rest.
We'll do the divination thing, yeah.
Yeah. So we teleported outside of Crownhold before, Neal. I don't know if you remember. I think it was just in a village and then we flew in from there. So we went there for a meeting with the family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
and you wanted to use, what was it? Divination or whatever, to then teleport so it's a secure location?
Yeah. So I was going to scry on the same room I teleported last to. Well, maybe that's too risky though, because I don't know, they might inform on us if we go into an inn, mightn't they?
I'm taking 3 telepathies. I should be able to cast it on all 3 of us, and even with the Silence Stone, we'll be able to communicate telepathically for 1 turn plus 2 rounds per level.
Maybe we should just fly to Crownhold from the Giant's Cave, invisible.
Can't we just teleport somewhere near there?
Oh right, because we can do the divination thing, so we can just teleport onto the ground. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna. Can we just teleport a mile north of Crownhold? on the road, and then you can divine that. Would that work, Neal? Or
Again,
if I
with teleport, you need to know the location that you're going to, right? So you would just do a combination of teleports and divinations until such time as you succeed, because your chances are kind of high of getting fucked
and I
otherwise.
just want to. I'll use the crystal ball maybe to scry above Crownhold, and then just pick a spot on a field and
Like a
use
mile
that.
north or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like just in the middle of a field somewhere.
Sure. Just the middle of the field, north of Crown. Now, if we look at Crownhold, there is a road on the right side of the Royal River. Did you want to be on the right side of the Royal River or on the left side of the Royal River?
I think if like on this empty plains bit here, on Scoria's side of the river. Yeah.
Over here somewhere. Gotcha. Okay. Well, what's your chance of divination working correctly, Mr. Mouton?
78%.
All right. You divine the truth of the situation, and what's the chance of teleport?
I do want to know if it'll tell us, like, the divination should also say if I'll go too high or something like that. Because if we're going to fall too high, that's fine. We have feathered fall rings.
As long as we're ready to use them, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll know prior, but yeah.
No, you will arrive on target
All right.
if you go right now.
Boom.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
What time of day are you going? Because you could go after your conversation with Arc Somber, or you could wait a day and get your spells ready and go in the morning, evening, afternoon.
Yeah, well, we wait one day to get our spells ready for practical
Right.
purposes, but I think we want to go like as the sun is setting, which gives us enough time to
In the
prepare
evening.
and then go.
So on the 12th of February, 1515, the party teleports to the plains near Crownhold, 1 mile out from Crownhold.
Indeed. Anton, do you have a nap spell yet? Just before we teleport. I know Neal's just said we teleport.
I actually do.
Great. So I think you nap me, and I can, after I cast Stone Skin and Ultravision on everyone.
So you arrive. Hold on. Whoa. Slow that shit way the fuck down. You arrive, and then you're going to cast spells and get napped in the middle of the open plain.
I mean, it's nighttime. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, let's talk about what happens when we arrive first. Okay. Let's not jump the gun to 8 hours. An hour later. You arrive in the open plain near Crownhold. It is evening. The sun is setting. You can see smoke rising from the center of Crownhold. Probably chimney smoke, but a little bit more dense, so maybe lots of fires burning within the city. Definitely not the city on fire, but, the normal stuff. Looking around the plain, you can see a small village off in the distance with a rudimentary watchtower. You can see small amounts of smoke rising from the village as well, just the normal hearths and fires there. Gazing across the plain in the direction of the Wormwood, there is a nearby village, maybe half a mile from where you are here, that looks damaged, looks like ruined. You don't see smoke rising from it. You can see like the peaks of what was probably once a grain tower, but it's sort of collapsed and craggy, looking somewhat destroyed. Crownhold is but a mile from you. You can easily see its 30-foot walls from your position here. And if you're very careful, and paying close attention, you might even be able to make out just like the tiniest movement on the walls of patrolling people.
Do we
Okay.
do we need to do all of our napping and everything out here? Do we feel comfortable doing it out here, or what do you want to do?
I think we should just go find like a spot where we feel comfortable, somewhere concealed, maybe in the trees, etc.
Yeah.
And then we'll nap you.
There are no trees. This is a wide open plain, as you requested.
I think it's fine, right?
Fine, just sure.
Okay. Just,
Wait,
cover yourselves.
Give Tyrael the teleportation ring at the bare minimum in case anything goes fucking wrong.
Wait, what is this?
Yeah.
Is this teleportation ring gonna allow all three of us to teleport?
No, just keep hold of it for now. Just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
keep hold of
could teleport us with it, yeah.
Worst case
Just go
scenario,
back.
I can plane shift us. I can etherealness us. We'll
We're
see.
fine out here.
Yeah, we're fine. I nap him.
Absolutely fine out
I
here.
cast
No, hang on. I cast Ultravision on me and Tyrael, and then I cast Stone Skin on all three of us, and then you nap me.
Yeah. Hold on. Is Stone Skin gonna fuck up in form changing?
No.
Okay. I cast it on you. He's napped. We have an hour.
Okay.
Let me just write down all of these spells because we're at, we're at the knife's edge, and I want to make sure everything goes according to the plan, whatever the plan.
Can I just say we're not stupid? So we went at a specific time, knowing that we would still have time with my Cloak of the Bat, so I can bat around.
Yeah, you said you went at evening. That's the time for the bat, right?
Yeah. I just want to make sure that we're not going to be attacking the castle in the morning because the bat needs to be.
No, this
Right,
is the
'cause
start.
it
This is sundown.
winter, right? We're in winter, so you have got about 12. You got more than 12 hours of nighttime now.
Thank you.
So we've got ultravision on everyone, or just
No. Just Emmerich and Tyrell.
Imric and Tyrael, and you've got infravision already because of your weapon or item, right?
I have infravision. Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got stone skin on everyone.
Yes.
And what are the charges? What's the roll for the charges?
Good point. 2 secs. I always have to check this.
Everyone would have unfailing endurance as well.
D4 plus 7.
Not given to them today, probably a few days ago.
Okay. But it lasts many days.
Many, many days.
Like 14 or 15 or something, right?
4
Yep.
plus 7.
So unfailing endurance, stone skin. Cool.
Any other spells? Okay.
I don't
And
have
you
ultravision,
cast-
right? You didn't
Right,
give that to
you
me?
do.
I do have ultravision? Okay.
You do.
You do
Those
now,
5 spells you cast all are just 1-round spells, right?
Yep.
Okay. That takes 5 minutes of you arriving. Maybe a minute of looking around, a couple minutes of looking around, gauging the place. 5 minutes of spell casting out in the open plain. The sun is setting, and Imric gets napped.
Yes.
Do we have a plan real quick if somebody does happen to wander out here what we're doing? Or
If
why
it's
you
like a
got the
huge
teleport.
group, if it's a huge group, I'll just etherealness us out. If it's not, we can just kill whoever does.
we're gonna
Sound
kill
good?
if it's like 2 children wandering out to like cut down berries or something, we're just gonna slaughter the children.
We can knock them out then.
Just ignore them.
Get rid of the younglings. They're just going to be mystery and soldiers in a few years.
We're not Todd from Breaking Bad, okay? We're better than that.
You mean Meth Damon?
Damon. True. That's good.
All right. Imric settles down to sleep, finding a comfortable spot, curling into a ball.
Where's Scoria?
He's touched Scoria.
It's directly above you.
You check in with the great and terrible worm, Scoria, and you find her atop her mountain on the peaks of the Dragon Mount Range.
Good to know.
Watching us. She can
How
probably
long
see us from there,
does Imric sleep?
1 hour, right?
1 hour. 1 hour.
Okay.
Just one little hour, and then I'm just going to learn some spells.
I brought down a 4th level spell slot, Koibu, to a 2nd level spell slot. Is that okay?
I've been doing
doing that
If we
recently.
want to
Yeah.
if we want to get away with that, I can't.
No, that's fine. We've been playing by those rules the whole time. We're gonna
Yeah.
stick with it.
Do you want to
strong,
just
but
check
it's
my
fair.
spell sheet so you know what's on there?
Yeah, I trust you at this point, Mr. Mooton. You know your spells so well. It would take me an hour to figure everything out. But don't worry, I just also let the enemies downgrade their spells, so they've all got 50 magic missiles apiece.
Based.
I like that.
So what do you do while Imric sleeps in the plains, the two of you? Tell me exactly what's going on. I want no
I lay down in
detail
the
of
brush,
Mm-hmm.
and I make myself flat, and I keep a lookout. I probably look one way, Tio probably looks the other way, and I think that we stay quiet. We're on a mission that requires fucking concentration and silence. I pick up 3 rocks and I put them into my little satchel of holding.
You pick up 3 rocks and put it in your bag holding,
Yep.
your satchel of holding. Excellent. Tyrael, you are doing what?
Like I'm just resting in the field, laying down, waiting for my brother to awaken.
Okay. We're going to take our first break right now. We're gonna come back on the other side with what happens next.
We'll be back. Cool.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. Our party is laying down in the field. And we're going to need to make a whole bunch of dice rolls now.
Dude, I'm rolling so many dice.
Just tell me what to roll.
What do you need? High or low?
Yeah, what do you need?
I brought my good dice with me today, Koibu.
Let's take a look at what Nick, you're gonna start us off here.
Okay. Tell me what to roll, Neal. I'm ready.
What level are you, Nicholas?
15 wizard, 13 fighter.
I need you to roll me a series of D20s. I'll tell you when, and don't start too soon.
It's so dumb.
I'm gonna need you to roll. You need to roll an 8 or better. So roll me the first. No, just an 8 or better on a D20.
Just an 8. Just an 8.
Just an 8 or better on a D20. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
no,
We can do a
dude,
whole
if
bunch
Nick
of
is
these.
rolling, we might actually wipe. We're
might.
fucked.
I'm gonna get. Don't worry. I'm gonna get an 11.
Dude, you're gonna roll it. Yeah.
Okay, I need you to do another one.
Next.
8 or better?
I just we'll get there. Just trust me. Yeah, I need you to trust me.
Okay.
And another one.
Give us a thank you.
Oh, boom.
Scoria
That's
dies.
reverted.
She dive bombs and misses and crashes into a fucking nearby rock. Yes.
We did it, chat.
That's great. That's great. One more.
One more. 19.
Lots more. Good.
He's so
And
close,
another one.
Nick.
You're doing great.
Nick, come
Okay.
on, dude.
Anton, your
Right.
stone skin fizzles. I need you to give me another one, Nick. Okay. Is this-
His stone skin doesn't work.
I need you to give me another one.
Is stuff getting dispelled? Uh-oh.
Great. Anton, what level are you? What level is your cleric?
13.
Okay, Nick, you were what level cleric? I'm sorry, wizard? You were
15.
14? You were 15 wizard?
Yep.
Okay, and you're
Nick
a 14
also has
cleric.
magic resistance. I'm a 13 cleric.
You're a
Oh yeah, I
13
also have
cleric.
magic resistance, Neal. Did you fuck
Doesn't
that?
matter, don't worry about it. Anton, I need you to roll me 10s or better. Give me 3 of them.
2 fails.
Okay.
Middle one's a pass.
Right. So you guys are being hit with the Dispel Magic spell, if you haven't made sense of it yet.
Yeah, I got that. I figured that one out.
Great.
Gabriel knows.
So all magical effects on you. We've rolled for Ultravision, Stone Skin, Unfailing Endurance, Persistence, and Contingency. What other magical effects or potions are out in the open? Does anyone have any potions or scrolls on them? They're all in
Not in
bags
the
of
open.
holding, right?
Yeah, they're all in bags.
Great.
They're all in bags, but I don't
Great.
even have that.
What other magical effects are lasting on people? Did anyone cast any other spells on our party members?
Unfailing endurance.
Unfailing
Nap,
Endurance
yeah.
has been taken care of.
Nap was cast.
Yes, give me that D20 Mutin.
You're good, Nick.
Okay, Nap continues.
Might have been useful to wake the fuck up, to be honest.
No other spell effects are active on our party members.
No.
My imp, but he's probably not right there, and I don't think he's got any non-permanent effects on him anyway.
No, he's right next to you. He's probably like napping on your head with you.
Hey, we're looking for people. Can we see the person casting that on us, or
Absolutely
no?
not. This is what we would call an ambush. This goes off before anything happens. Now I need both of you to make me surprise checks. Tyrael and Anton, roll me a D10 each. You want a 1, 2, or you anything but a 1, 2, or 3. On a 1, 2, or 3, you're surprised.
I got you, Koibs.
Good.
Great. Now it's time to roll initiative.
This is after I go to sleep, yeah.
Yes.
Of course, Nick. You idiot.
You can see nothing. All of a sudden,
How could it work
you
in
do,
our
the
favor?
only reason that you know that this stuff is happening is because Anton's stone skin
Fades.
is gone. That's pretty much the only indicator you've got. But Anton, I think you can tell when your stone skin's gone, and I think you can say, you know, I think you're reasonably understanding of what's going on. So roll me initiative, Anton. Excellent. Saving throws versus spell, everyone. A fireball explodes on the party in the middle of the plain in the darkness of night.
From where? Can we see where it comes from?
Let's
Because I should be able to track a fireball at bare minimum.
see. A fireball is an explosive burst of flame which detonates with a low roar and delivers damage proportional to the level of the wizard who cast it, up to 10d6. The burst of fireball creates little pressure, generally conforms to the shape in the area, blah, 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 besides causing damage.
Nick
The
gets
wizard
magic
points his
resistance.
finger, speaks the range at which the fireball is to burst. A streak flashes from the pointing digit, and unless it impacts on a material, but yeah. So you can see, as you're glancing around, above you from the sky comes a quick streak before the fireball explodes. You will all take this damage. Imric, you automatically fail.
No, he
You
has
take-
magic resistance.
Yes, magic
does
resistance.
magic resistance cover fireball damage because that's an AoE effect?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I do believe it does. And your imp will also be the subject of this spell. What is your imp's HP?
The imp is immune to fire, no?
Is he?
I think so.
Sounds like it. He's an imp.
This is an important
Immune
detail
to cold, fire, and electric.
Great, we don't have to worry about the imp. What is your your magic resistance, Nick?
Did I write that down? I'm not sure exactly why I wrote that down.
Please
Can you
look
check
it
it
up.
for me? Yeah, okay.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
some-
25%?
I think it's 25 or 35. Let me check.
Let's make sure.
Yeah. Oh. %. Yep. All right, I'm going low, Neal. Okay.
Wait. Hold on. Let me read this passage before you roll your dice. Da-da. Let me just make absolutely sure it's working exactly as intended before the dice are rolled, because the dice are the gods here. They're the real gods. Jexel rules all. Magic resistant.
Steven, did you get my Discord message?
Yep.
When magic resistance applies, area effect spells. These spells are not targeted on a single creature, but on a point. The spell's effect encompasses everything with that subpoint. Successful magic resistance checks ignores the effects of the spell, but the spell is not negated. Great, yeah. So you want 25 or lower on a D20, D100. You take full damage.
Okay. What was it?
33.
83.
Why don't we bring our tokens over here so we can see everyone's HP begin to tick down. Anton, Imric, Tyrael, Impric.
Can I play my imp?
Sure. Anton, you would have been at full HP before we got here, right?
I already ticked it down. So
Okay,
yeah.
you already ticked it down.
I haven't done mine yet.
Tyrael, yeah, please remove 33.
Right. I removed 16 though, right? Because I saved for half.
Right, because you save for half, exactly. Whatever your imp is doing, it needs to roll for initiative.
Okay.
All right. Moonblade goes first. Tyrael McGarry, you're under assault from the sky.
Can I see who's shooting it or no?
No.
You saw where the streak came from.
Comes from way up in the sky. Mm-hmm.
Do I still have ultravision?
Yes.
Does ultravision let me see invisible people?
No.
What a dumb fucking spell. I will back away, or at least draw some distance from the party.
You begin to spread out.
Yeah.
Great.
And I'll begin looking into the sky, I guess, to try to see if I see anything.
You
Yeah.
make me a perception check to scan the skies. You do see 2 bats fluttering around. 2 ordinary bats.
Do they appear to be ordinary?
They do. Imprick, it's your turn.
Imprick will like turn into a bird and fly away.
How far
Oh.
away?
Like less than a mile away from Imprick.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but you're gonna get the fuck away from the party.
Just to hide, yeah, find some long grass or something.
Great. Turn into a raven. Go find some tall grass. Settle down in it. Hope you don't get eaten by a snake. Awesome.
Yep.
Imp is gone. Anton, you rolled in with a Spear of
Going to
Rohana.
attack. I mean, I can't attack anything. I don't see anything, and it's all above me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna swap a ring.
Okay.
Okay, I'm swapping.
Oh shit, are we allowed to switch actions if we can no longer do what we originally rolled in for?
If it's minor like that, Anton, do you have gloves on that you need to take off to swap your rings?
Fuck you. I do. I forgot.
You do? That's
I don't
fine,
swap.
but you're
I
gonna
don't
have to
swap.
like,
Oh.
you know, set your stuff down, take your gloves off. You're gonna have to lower your guard for a minute while you like place your things
No.
on the ground to take your gloves. And
I'm gonna
No?
spread out. I'm gonna spread out from Tyrael. I don't want to be in
Okay.
fireball range.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm allowed to do a thing, can I just like quaff a potion of extra healing instead of attacking? I rolled in to attack, but I can't attack
Yeah,
anything.
you
but
rolled
it's-
into attack. You realize that there's nothing around, nothing to fight. So yes, you can back off and swap a drink of potion. All right, initiative.
How does Tui handle it if you don't know what to do?
You just take no action, I suppose.
Well, that's not happening.
You're skipping your turn. What are you doing, Anton? You're casting Dispel Magic. Excellent.
Yep.
Tyrael?
The order of turns is very important here.
I'm going to be rolling to, I think, switch rings.
Great. You can roll in at +3. Okay. MrMouton is the first person to act with a 10 on Dispel Magic.
No fucking shot.
You are casting it in the air where you think you saw the fireball come from?
I fucking guess. I wanted them to go first.
Yeah. Well, you throw your
yeah.
Dispel Magic into the sky.
It's got an AoE.
Roll me a d20. Okay. You dispel nothing. You wanted high.
Cringe.
Next up with an 11 is Tyrael. You're swapping rings?
Yeah, I think I will.
Which rings are you swapping?
I am going to wear my Ring of Seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah. So, I think I already had the Ring of Spell Storing is what Nick gave me, right?
Yes.
So that gives me Teleport, Poly, Invisible, Fly, and Mount.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I'll have those two on.
Excellent. You take off your gloves, you swap your rings, you put them back on, you grab your shit. As from a different point in the sky, a fireball streaks towards the sleeping character on the ground. Give me another 25% Imric or suffer 10d6 fireball damage. You take another 35. How you doing?
Still alive.
That's good.
Oh, I can't take another one though.
Oh, that's not good.
18 health.
18 health. Oh my god, that's really low. That's all the actions for the round. Let's roll initiative one more time.
Oh, Jesus. Combat. Wait, you're not able to roll to wake up or anything if you're getting attacked while sleeping?
Nope. Magic sleep.
Magic sleep.
Interesting.
We have ruled many times that the person who's napped cannot be woken, right? That's how we've always played it.
Okay.
Do we have an initiative
Thinking.
for Anton?
I'm thinking.
Rounds are
I
1
can't-
minute. He's
I
got plenty
can't
of time.
move and cast, right?
You can cast and then move. You moved away from him, didn't you?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
don't think I can do anything to help Nick. I'll cast silence where I saw him.
Initiative 9. Okay. The fireball goes again.
Oh, wait a second before you
Uh-oh.
kill me. I do have my ring of fire resistance.
Oh!
It's
Each
actually
side.
important.
Oh! Whoa. Okay, so Ring of Fire Resistance, that's equipped actively. That's not a...
Yes,
Post
because I
off.
took off my
Or-
ring of spell storing. Give tutorial, so I wouldn't have been wearing it.
Okay, and you have your Ring of Protection +2 and your Ring of Fire Resistance, not your Ring of Free Action on?
If you go to my... Hang on. You go to my gear tab, and then the on section, you'll see that the ring of free action has a 0 next to it, and the ring of fire protection has a 1 next to it.
Ring of Fire Resistance. Okay, so you do not have a Ring of Free Action, but you do have Protection +2 and Fire Resistance, and Ring of Spell Storing is also a 1.
Yeah, but I just took that off.
Okay.
And also, I'm healing 2 HP a round as well, so I will have got 4 HP back. No, 1 HP a round, right? 1 HP. The regeneration.
Okay.
And that's
to
minus 2
double
damage on
check,
each one, right?
The Ring of
On
Fire
each
Resistance
dice.
removes 2 damage from each die. So let's look specifically at the damage rolls because they can't go below 1.
2, 4,
1, 2, 3,
6,
4,
8,
6, 7, 8,
10.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 off of the first one. So again, 14 HP, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 off of the next one.
Okay.
So what does that put your
46.
HP at? Okay, cool. Give me another saving throw.
So just to clarify, the 2 of them are doing nothing, yeah?
What the fuck do you want me to do?
Literally
Yep.
anything.
I
Give
am
me
doing
another
stuff.
magic
I'm about to do
resistance check.
so much stuff, but I'm waiting for my
I failed.
initiative.
All right. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 off of this, which becomes a 19 damage.
Yeah. 27.
Okay. Next up is MrMouton.
Cast
Silence, 15
where I
foot
saw
radius.
the streak from. Not gonna
Yes.
fucking matter.
They rolled a 6 on initiative. You rolled a 9 on silence. Now, you're very familiar that you can use a spell and then move, and this person is clearly flying invisibly in the air, and your silence spell has a 15-foot radius. So, can they move 15 feet away from where the fireball went
Probably.
before your spell goes off? I will give them a chance. There's always a chance, my friend. There's always a chance. They will roll a 9, and that is more than enough to escape 15 feet of movement.
Fine. Tyrell's got it. I
Tyrael.
moved to Emmerich.
I got a lot of stuff happening right now, okay? I would like to activate my Ring of Seeing. What do I see?
Right. So before we activate it,
Yeah.
Items take an action to do it. So you can activate your Ring of Seeing and move, but you
They
couldn't
take-
activate the Ring of Seeing and the Ring of Flight on the same round. I just want to be
What?
Wait. Okay, we gotta.
rings,
Well,
magic
hold on.
items.
Wait. We
require
gotta
action to
be.
use.
We gotta be ultra crystal
Yeah.
clear. So items
Yeah.
in the past have not taken a full round of action. I guess it would depend on the item. Maybe if it's interacting with somebody else. But for instance, in the past, I've been able to activate my Cloak of the Cheetah and my Boots of Springing and Striding and attack all in the same round. I think that for certain rings, I think it makes sense for it to take a full action, like a ring of telekinesis where I'm interacting with other things. I think that totally makes sense. But to activate like a fly or an invisibility or a ring of seeing, feels like that shouldn't take a full action because I'm not interacting with anything else, just affecting me.
Right, a ring of fly you could activate and then use it on the same round, no questions asked. We have had you use your Cloak of the Cheetah with attack rolls.
Yep. And springing and striding. Oh, yeah.
Boots of String and Striding is definitely a combat item that goes hand in hand. Activating True Seeing, making attacks in the same round. Let me consult books, because if you can activate 6 items in a single round, that seems a little wonky, but let's take a look here, because this does need to be, this is important. Initiative, modifiers. Hasted, slowed, blah, 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 blah. Miscellaneous magical items. Use the initiative modifier unless listed item says otherwise. Da, da, da. Ring has a +3 initiative modifier. Have multiple attacks and initiative. Spell casting and initiative.
So I might use my imp this round, Neal, if I can roll into initiative.
Next round, you lost your initiative with the imp by not declaring. So you want to use your Ring of True Sight and your Ring of Flying and move and attack if available, all in the same round.
Yes.
What is the limit on the number of magical items you can activate in one round? What do you think that limit should be?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, well, let's say you've got rings and an amulet and a crown and boots and an armor. Could you activate all of them in a single round? Can you only activate one of them?
The way that I would feel is that this is just a feeling. We're off in 2E super homebrewed right now. I feel like if it interacts with something else, I feel like you should have like 1 use per round, and that's like a full action. So like a ring of telekinesis where I'm picking something up or interacting with another object, I feel like should be able to. But otherwise, if it's only stuff that's affecting yourself, I feel like it would be weird that like I have to take 1 turn to activate a cloak, another turn to activate 1 ring, another turn to activate another ring. But if they're not, but I guess it depends on what they're interacting with. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
What other activatable items do we have?
Let's see, weapons that have activatable attacks obviously use an attack roll, right? When Anton attacks with his spear, he activates it on hit or on miss to do a thing. So that goes coincidentally with attacks. Movement has always gone coincidentally with movement.
I can smite multiple times in a round. And
Yes,
that's me activating
with
my amulet over and over.
Yep. That is a combat ability of an artifact. That's true. So you want to do True Seeing and Flight, same round?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if we're stretching stuff here. Last round, the only action I took was just swapping rings as well. So.
And you put on both those rings last round.
Yep, I just put the rings on, but I didn't like take any other action besides swapping out the rings.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it should have been at least easy to swap out rings and activate one of them one round, and then the next one the next round. But I do want to find an upper limit on this, because I don't think you can activate, 100 things at once.
12 magical items. Yeah, we can definitely. That sounds like an episode 84 discussion, I think, for sure.
Sure, but let's say you've got like a ring with flight and a ring with stone skin and an amulet with enlarge and boots of haste and blah, blah, blah. Does that mean if an enemy has this, in one round, they could activate all of those things and make their full complement of attacks hasted with stone skin, enlarged, and invisible?
Yeah, just don't make those items if you don't want to have them.
Great. No, I just want to make make that our enemy
Scoria
guardians can use.
We should we'll definitely discuss that. Yeah,
and go from.
We'll definitely find an upper bound on this for sure. We'll discuss that.
Well, I'd like to find that upper bound right now when it's at your advantage to set that as high as possible.
Oh, okay. The upper bound.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You're really just.
What do you think is fair? How much can I stack my enemies in one round?
1 for every 3 levels.
Yeah, level bound sounds good.
That
Yeah.
does sound smart.
So here's what I would realistically maybe say is like to I don't know if this works at all, but as I become more adept as a fighter, I'm able to take multiple attacks per round. It always felt a little bit strange that I can activate one item per round, but swinging my sword I could do 3 times per round. So I feel like it should have some interplay there with the number of attacks you could do. So if I can normally take 2 actions, like an attack and then a secondary, and then like my second attacks at the end of like a round, it feels like I should be able to activate like 2 or 3 magical items based on like the number of attacks I have. That'd be like my guess. But we don't apply that to anything else. Like I can't like do the action of like drinking a potion and attacking at the same time, even if I have like 2 actions. So
Page 122 of the Player's Handbook, Chapter 9, What You Can Do in 1 Round.
Yeah.
Whatever the precise length of a combat round, a character can accomplish only one basic action in that round, being making attack, casting a spell, drinking a potion, or tending a fallen comrade. The basic action, however, may involve several lesser actions. When making attack, a character is likely to close with his opponent, circle for an opening, feint here, jab there, block a thrust, leap back, perhaps finally making a telling blow. A spellcaster may fumble for his components, dodge an attack, mentally review the steps of a spell, intone the spell, then move to safety when all is done. It has already been shown what drinking a potion might entail in a different example earlier in the book. All of these things might happen in a little bit less than a minute or a little bit more, but the standard is 1 minute and 1 action per round. Some examples of actions a character can accomplish include the following. Make an attack. Make an attack roll up to the maximum number allowed at the character class given. Cast 1 spell, if the casting time is 1 round or less. Drink a potion. Light a torch. Use a magic item, which is very broad right there. Move to the limit of your movement speed. Attempt to open a stuck or secret door. Bind a character's wound. Search a body. Hammer a spike. Recover a dropped weapon is a full action attempt. There are also actions that take a negligible amount of time, things the character does without affecting his ability to perform a more important task. Examples include shout a warning, brief instructions, demands for surrender, but not conversations where reply is expected, change weapons by dropping one and drawing another, drop excess equipment.
So here's the question. This is as reading rules as written raw.
Absolutely.
The way that I
raw.
see these things as written is you can perform 1 action in 1 minute because I think it assumes some basic level of engagement with combat. So for instance, the reason why you can't drink like 3 potions in a single round is because the idea is you are feinting, dodging, unquaffing a potion, drinking, all while maintaining some level of like active combat with an opponent. But in a circumstance where you're completely unthreatened, let's say that we were just standing in a field, would you say that like, well, if you're gonna drink a potion, activate a magic item and do this, it's gonna take you a total of 6 minutes to activate all these things, or would I just be able to go boom, boom, boom? I imagine in that sense, I'd be able to go boom, boom, boom because I'm not actually being threatened. And right
Probably,
here,
but
go ahead.
In a situation like this, though, we know that there is an enemy in the sky, but Tyrael on the ground is probably not just standing there staring straight up. You're probably scanning the fields around you. You might hear something blowing behind you and think that maybe there's more invisible enemies in turn and there's nothing there. You might see one of those bats doing something. And like, there's a lot going on, even if you're not presently like dodging incoming blows. So I think there's still stuff happening.
Sure.
Well,
I think that in this situation, you could activate your ring for true sight and your ring for flying and take a move.
Okay.
But I don't know if you could do much more than that.
I don't think he can attack, right? Because the Ring of True Sight, I think he can use Outwill. The Ring of Spell Storing, it says you cast it as if you were a caster of the same level. So I think it's an action to use the Ring of Spell Storing. But that would mean that I still think he can move and use his Ring of True Seeing, because I do think the Ring of True Seeing is Outwill.
Yes, Ring of True Seeing is at will. No worries there. You just activate.
Okay.
Ring of Spell Storing will take an action. It's going to take more than just please use. It, it
Sure.
takes the casting time of the spell.
Then the first thing
then
I
you
will...
get a half movement after.
Okay, then I will at will... I would have at will this last round then, if it doesn't take an action, is once I put it on.
Sure.
What do I see when I activate the Ring of Seeing?
The Ring of Seeing. Look at this group. So diplomatic. It's so wonderful. True Seeing confers
It's 120
upon the
feet.
Recipient.
If that's what you're looking for.
120. The range of vision conferred is 60 feet, but we've said 120 for this ring, so that's fine. You see the sky. You do not see an invisible person. They are either not really there, and this is all an illusion, or they are beyond 120 feet.
Am I looking in where I feel like the area the last fireball came from is?
Yes.
Like right at the edge or like pretty close by?
What do you mean at the edge?
Like, do I see, like, I think the fireball came from, like, about, like, 120 feet away, and I'm, like, right at the edge of it? Or do I feel like the
fireball came up in the sky, right? It's hard to judge vertical distance very quickly, especially... Well, no, you've got true seeing. Oh, you don't have ultravision. Wait, do you? Who's got...
I do have ultravision, yes.
He does have ultravision.
Everyone still has ultravision.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's pretty well lit, but it's coming down from the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to tell if it's outside of the range, but there's definitely no creatures other than those fucking bats that are fluttering around within vision range.
Okay, can I activate then? I'll use my action then to activate my fly, and I will begin to move up. Does the fireball look like it came from the bats? I nailed them earlier with my perception.
It does not look like they came from the bats whatsoever.
Okay, yep, then I'll just continue to fly up, straight up until I see anything.
Excellent. Let's get the distance that you can move with fly. I think
okay, and then also
we were talking than your horizontal.
We're talking at will items, and now we're in the wacky zone. I have my cloak of the cheetah. Can I at will that at the same time?
Cloak of cheetah does not make you fly faster. It makes you run faster.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
The creature affected by fly is able to move vertically and horizontally at a rate of 18, half that if ascending, twice that if descending. So you can move at a rate of 9. You've already used an action, so you can do half that range. So instead of 90 feet, you can go 45 feet up with the second half of your round. So you can begin to fly up into the sky. Your range is 120 feet on your vision, so you can now see 165 feet around you.
Okay, wait, hold on. If I can... Have we always played with that rule that after you take an action, you can only move half?
Yes, we've always talked about half moves with actions. So we've never probably dug too deep into it because it rarely comes into effect when you're in close quarters situations.
So Tyrael knows this just because he's seen so many of these. Fireball range is like, isn't it 360 feet?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, if I can only fly like 40 feet up, then this is a waste of time. I wouldn't even waste my time doing this.
Yeah, fireball is 10 yards plus 10 yards per level, so it could be, depending on the level of the caster, they're at least 10th level, so it's at least 110 yards, so at least 330 feet.
Okay, I'm not going to activate that then. I'm going to take an action, and I'm just going to run to Imric, and I'm going to throw myself on top of him to try to shield some of the damage. Yes.
All right, True Seeing activated. Ring of Flying considered and then declined. You throw yourself across the field and toss yourself on your brother.
Is it an action to throw myself on him?
I think you're ending your round that way, so yeah.
Well, I'm just asking if it's a full action.
Well, you spent the last round moving a full round away from him, so it is a full round to get back to him.
Okay. Gotcha.
And Anton, if I recall correctly, you cast your spell and then moved back towards Imric as well?
Goddamn right.
Alrighty. Let's roll initiative.
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Range.
He's just gonna fireball us all now.
I don't know why he's running back. I'm trying to cover you for some damage. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm trying to etherealness us out.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, laying down in the field 1 mile from the enemy and a few miles from the dragon. It's a great idea. Well done, everyone. 11, 5, 6. Enemy goes first. Oh, no.
Wait, what did he roll for initiative?
They rolled a 5.
Okay.
10d6 for the... What is it, the 4th fireball they've cast?
That's what
Everyone in the area makes saves. Imric, make your magic resistance. Tyrael is covering you with his body, so you will take half damage from this. All right. 39 to Tyrael. What is that? 14? No, 19 to Anton.
13
and
to me.
19. Oh, yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 off of 16. 39 minus 16 is 23 divided by 2 because Tyrael's laying gently over you with his body. 12 damage. Okay. And where did Tyrael's token go? Excellent. Now, Anton, you have rolled in for etherealness.
Yep.
But you've just been hit by a fireball,
Yep.
so etherealness is canceled. Which good. It was real good. Tyrael, you've rolled in with...
Equipment swap.
What are you doing?
I'm
My
going...
spell's fizzled. I should be able to swap equipment too, right?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. You're on the ground. The fireballs are bursting around you. The field is already on fire and like slowly spreading out in a way. Imric, have you rolled in an initiative for your imp this round? I know you wanted to do something last round and forgot.
Yes, I have. It's 7.
Oh, it's a 7. Great. Okay. As they swap equipment, what does Impric do?
The thing is, if you guys ethereal this out, I instantly lose 4 levels if the imp doesn't come with us. Just in case you'd forgot about that.
I didn't. I was really excited for that moment.
Yeah. So I don't know whether to just go and stand in the fireball pit and keep everyone company while we just wait to die, or whether I should try and do something. I will cast invisibility with the imp and fly back towards the party.
All right.
And I turn into his imp form.
Am I able
No.
to, like, just teleport?
Yeah.
If I hold all of you, can I teleport all of us out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Am I able to, like, hold my action till the end of the round? Or have we rolled on that before in 2E? If we can hold an action?
Yes, actions can generally be held. If you want to say, I want to teleport everyone, but I'm going to wait till everyone's here, then you would wait till everyone arrives, or you would roll your initiative plus the speed of the slowest person arriving to you. Because then you grab everyone and then take the time to channel the spell through the item. Are you casting teleport through the ring?
I have. It's teleport, polymorph, invisible fly, and mount, so...
Right. Now, teleport has a non-zero probability of fucking up badly.
Yeah, but we're going
you have
to
to
the...
teleport to a place you know.
Yeah, the place in our house. We have that special teleportation
place?
in the
Special
warehouse.
teleportation spot.
Okay. Excellent.
Does a
Alright.
spell cast from a ring get interrupted the same way that other spells do? Because if it does, then my spell would have fizzled when I tried it, right? If I'm holding it?
I wouldn't think so.
This is a ring of spell storing, right? The one that
Yes.
is cast just like a caster's spell that Nick was just describing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do believe if it's cast just like a spell, then it can be interrupted. And so if that's what you were doing this round, then your teleport is fizzled. Right?
I don't even know. Were you doing that this round?
Well, originally I was just going to swap rings to my ring of fire protection, but if I can teleport us all, I can teleport us all.
No, you wouldn't be able
you
to
rolled-
teleport this year round if you rolled into something else.
Okay.
Yeah,
then
you
I
rolled in
just put
D10 plus 3 to do what?
to switch rings to my ring of fire protection.
Okay, cool. So you're switching spell rings to fire protection, and that is your round.
He's running out. He's running out of fireball, boys.
No, because we can downcast. Do you know how many fireballs you can carry if you can downcast?
So many.
Oh my god.
Plus
How-
possible scrolls. I mean, there's so much that you can do. Ultra
Yeah, but he'd
vision
have
with
to
a
have known
scroll
we
of
were coming
fireballs?
today.
You'd have to know.
Well, there's all sorts of things going on here. This is the heart of the enemy's kingdom. You're right between the power of Mystria and the power
Let's
of the
just
dragon.
keep pushing on. I want to be done, or I want to keep going.
Let's
How
do
long
it.
was I
Let's do
asleep?
it.
How long was I
Keep
asleep
going.
before this happened?
Like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
So initiative. Right? What are you rolling for initiative? Let's hear it clear and loud.
Well,
Well,
rolling for a.
I'm going to roll to teleport us out. I'm going to get a 4, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a cure moderate wounds for Emmerich. For Emmerich. Rolled a 13.
That's okay. We're all together. Okay. Nat 1 is coming here, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to get us out of here, okay? Hold on. Let me just... I got to search for my good roll. It's in there somewhere. Hold on. I feel like I have one bad die right now. Can I toss my one bad die? And then roll my real one? Can I do that, Koibu? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Throw away
Okay.
your bads roll.
That was my bad roll. Okay, I had to get that
good,
one out of my
good, good.
system. Okay, I just had to get that one out. Okay, hold on. I got a
Yeah.
1 or a 2 in here now, okay? All right,
Better.
here we go. Initiative. Good luck.
Okay, nice. Nice. Holy shit.
All right,
Was
first
it
person
enough?
to go. Tyrael.
I want to teleport to our warehouse.
And just like that. Well, actually, give me a D100 to make sure you land in the right spot. But it's probably fine, right? It's probably fine. If they're going to not move boxes for that many years.
I don't know. Wait, am I rolling high or low? I didn't call it.
Well, no, it's a. If you roll too
Up or
low,
down,
you end up
yeah.
on the ground. If you roll too high, you end up in the sky.
okay.
There's not a movement here. So you are very familiar with this location, so you're fine.
Okay.
You land in exactly the right spot. And back in Wicthron Marenta we go. The siege of Crownhold failed before it even got off the ground.
30 minutes later, Imric wakes up. I had the weirdest dream. Hang on a minute. Why is my body covered in 30 burns? What the fuck happened? What happened? Why are we here?
Just a bad dream, Emmerich. Go to bed. Just a bad dream, man.
Okay, let's brainstorm. Realistically, how do you know when somebody's 1 mile outside of your town at all points in time for months and months on end? What is the spell or capability of knowing that?
I genuinely have no idea.
Like,
how
let's say right
don't
now,
know.
somebody... Do we know what's happening at all points in time with a 1 mile radius from our city? I'm not asking to be facetiously, because if there is no way to know, then there's like a huge information hole with Somber, because I think she's realistically one of the only people that know that we're alive in here, and the Queen. So I'm just curious, is it realistic to expect...
It's not just knowing that we're alive, it's knowing when we're going to teleport and the exact location as well. Because the guy got there in 15 minutes, okay.
Yeah, within you sleeping and everything, yeah.
Maybe he could have teleported, half a mile away and then flew in. But even that would still take, time to 1 minute to cast teleport, 1 minute to cast fly, 1 minute to cast improved invisibility. He's got to pick up his 50 scrolls of fireball that he had lying around waiting for this exact moment. That in itself would take 10 minutes. I just don't know how this person knows exactly where to go, exactly when to go, and was ready with the correct spells learned, this morning.
Like, even if it was the case that there are people manning every single wall, continually spyglassing at all points of the day, you might see something, you would have to report it, it would have to go through whatever, you would just see 3 people in a field, then you would, do they, every single time they get anybody reported ever, are they flying, the magical fireball cannon out,
No way.
That's crazy talk, right? That would be insane. You'd kill so many innocent people. You'd destroy so much.
Yeah, or people trying to
surroundings.
desert, or people trying to flee, or people. It would be.
So
Maybe
how
they
the
just
hell?
are scrying on us nonstop.
Maybe.
How could they find you?
I can't believe that. We need to just rest and full heal.
Yeah, that's
for
probably a
few
good
days.
idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, okay,
Or
wait.
unless-
Philosophy
or no.
questions, okay? Epistemic questions, once more, returning to time pool. There is an event that we know for a fact has happened. Can we time pool when Scoria's forces, or the forces of Mystria, discovered the Megaries entering Mystria?
Might be a bit vague.
Is it? We have a time, we have a date, we've got a location, we've got people involved. We know it's an exact event that happened. I would actually argue that historically, you could, for instance, what does time pool give as an example? Could you time pool a historic fight between 2 legendary figures, probably without even knowing the location and
Yeah, we've
time,
done that
right?
ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? We
Show
saw
me the murder of King Thamek.
Yeah,
Is
or show us
an event you can
show me
do.
the murder of whatever. What about show me the ambush of the Megaries and the Mystrian lands? Seems like it would be. It's pretty. I think it's probably more specific than most of the stuff that we time pool actually.
If you wanted to time pool your own ambush, you could time pool your own ambush. Definitely.
Yeah, but we
Could
just
you
see.
time
we just,
pool them finding you? That's a little bit more vague. You don't really know who did that or what did that. You know the outcome, and you're digging around through history for the actual event, for the source. But you're not maybe let's pretend that it was Bob the Watchman who spotted you with a telescope and reported that in. If you're saying show me the time Bob the Watchman discovered the Megaries, that would be fine. But if you said show me when somebody found us, that's not there's a specific event there, but we're not really dealing with a specific subject. We're dealing with an abstract subject. We're
So here's
the annals of
I
history.
understand what you're saying. I just, not to get weird or whatever, but there's there's something in philosophy called justified true belief, and the idea of having knowledge of particular things it's just a very interesting conundrum because, like, for instance, if I read in a book that somebody was assassinated, I don't actually know that thing. I'm just being told that thing, right? So, like, if I could read in a book that somebody was assassinated, it might be the case that they weren't assassinated. So it poses an interesting question when we come to time pool limitations of what can we actually know. Like, let's say, like, so here, this was literally, it's called a Gettier problem. This is how justified true belief was defeated epistemically. Let's say somebody comes up and they say, show me the time pool where Scoria kills King, whatever the guy in Mystria is. Let's say he doesn't actually know that, but he thinks he knows it, and then he tells us that and he guesses, and we're getting false knowledge from him, but then we actually use time pool and we find out she did kill him, but he didn't know when he told us, and we don't know it really when he told us, but it was a true event that happened. Would we actually be able to time pool that thing, or? Because that's why, like, time pool is really weird when it comes to knowing a thing that happened. If we don't really know firsthand, we're just getting this information secondhand, which isn't actually, Yeah. Because technically, it's because it deductively follows that I want to time pool when the ambush began on the Megaries entering Mystria, because that's something we have stronger knowledge of, firsthand knowledge of any event we've ever time pooled before. But like you said, it's a little bit vague. But is it vague? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
For this specific example, you would need to be if you want to find out how they figured out what you were doing, you would need to know the subject of the time pool, which would be the person who discovered you. So if you knew Tom the Watchman found you, you could time pool Tom the Watchman. But if you don't know how you were found, you can't time pool you don't really know what the fuck this is, right? You're sort of shooting your wad into the darkness hoping to find something. So time pool is an event to reflect on, historical events that you know. And it does get wonky, and that's where magic comes into play. Because
could we time pool could I say I want to time pool the wizard that casted fireballs on the Megaries when they were outside of Mystria?
That's not close enough information. You could time pool the Megaries getting fireballed because you were there, you know that event to be true, but you'd get it from like your perspective. You don't even know if that's a wizard up there. You don't, that could all have been illusion. There's a lot of things that could happen, but you can't use time pool to. Time pool is more of like a reflection device than a
discovery
scrying device. Yeah, it's not so much for discovery; it's for reflection. If that makes sense.
Okay, so then in the spirit of the rules that you're giving me, then we shouldn't be using time pool for investigation. We should be using it. The only type of investigation would be revisiting old events that are established and known to be true, but not discovering whole new pieces of information, right?
Right. Okay. So that way you could dig back and be like, the creation of this dagger was an important thing that has happened and is well documented, and you can review that. But you couldn't, be like, is my wife cheating on me? Let me time pool where she was on, Friday night at 5:00 while I was off, blah, blah, blah.
Gotcha.
Question, right? We can't scry on the keep in Wick from Lorenta, correct? Because it's protected from scrying. Is that right?
Correct.
So no one could have scryed us when we made this plan to do this.
Correct.
So it must be a leak.
So here's the only. This is like.
A leak.
Well, it's a little meta and it's a little not meta, but I don't know what the actual answer is. So my assumption would be that, and you can tell me this is a fair assumption, not Koibu. It is not possible to have full knowledge of, even in like heightened war times, of everything happening within a mile of a city, and then to respond to that threat within like 15 minutes, unless you had foreknowledge. That would be an assumption that Tyr would make. Do you think that's a fair assumption, or do you think it would be pretty irrational?
I think that's a fair assumption. Yeah.
Well, I'm asking the
guy
who.
Fair that there are.
I think Koibu is one that matters here.
Means of doing that.
Okay.
However, Anton has an amulet where he can mark a person for detection and knows where that person is at any given moment whenever.
Yeah, that's okay. Them. Like for instance, if I walked in front of a person's house and within 5 minutes somebody came out to fight me, I would think it's reasonable that through non-magical means I could be detected. If I was at the front gates of a city and within 20 minutes or even within 5 or 10 minutes soldiers came out to treat with me, I would assume that's reasonable non-magically. A mile away though, there must be, it's not like, oh, they must have saw us with a spyglass and immediately sent out, like, I would assume that there's something going on here magical. That would be my assumption, right?
The guy had to have the spells ready in the morning. So unless he walks around with 4 fireballs,
I don't know if he needs to have the spells ready or if he has a fuck ton of scrolls.
You can't. Oh, you can read scrolls invisible, yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got ultravision or whatever it is that sees invisible things, true seeing is it? Then you could read the invisible text on a scroll. And if you have improved invisibility, you can cast without breaking invisibility. So,
One more spell that he has to cast before he can launch his ambush. I mean,
Or somebody could cast it on him, right?
yeah, maybe to speed it up. Yeah.
is it possible that they have a hit team ready to attack the McGarrys if they get close enough?
Well, there is a D&D spell that I think tracks people. Hold on. I think it's a Velthara spell as well. 7th level. So they'd have to be a 14th level, at least cleric, to do it. I'll find it. A Mind Tracker. The Mind Tracker is a magically created creature which exists only on the ethereal plane. It is called into existence when the first portion of the spell is cast. They basically just follow you around.
Can they follow you if you teleport though?
Yeah, give me a second.
Do you want to do our break now if we need to?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, we'll be back. Oh.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria.
I call a
So-
meeting with Arc Somber and I tell her to come alone.
That same night?
No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna hang out in our house for a little bit and chat. Do we think they know it's us? They must by now, certainly.
They absolutely do.
They know it's us, yeah.
No one would ever survive as many, so we might as well.
Maybe those wards they've got that Sombar was talking about, the weird crystals that stop teleportation and things like that. Maybe they've got some way of detecting magical creatures in a larger
People
range.
teleport in.
Perhaps a
maybe?
good question for Arc Somber.
Summer doesn't know anything. Imric knows more at this point.
Well, she's tasked with guarding castles and guarding keeps and keeping the kingdom safe, and the queen's still alive despite our absence of a year or longer, so seems like she knows something about keeping places safe.
Seems to be
The-
thanks to Shine.
Easiest solution is
that
often the
shine.
right one. Someone must have told on us.
Well, I don't know if there's any easy solutions at this point. I think everything's gotten quite complicated.
No one would have known Imric except for Arc Sombar. There's no telling on us except for her.
I mean, I don't think Arc Somber. I know for a fact Arc Somber
don't
is
think
not a
so either.
backstabber.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but
She can't be. Nobody with an aura that good and pure would ever do anything bad to us.
Maybe we need to talk to Shine.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Let's go to the castle. Let's call a meeting with Arc Somber and let's bring Shine in, and all of us can.
This evening, with all your burns and wounds?
Not this evening, Koibu. We'll wait for morning for him to cast.
Yeah, I
let's
just want- okay.
wait.
This
Let's
morning.
let's take
Yeah.
let's take a day or two and see what happens, right?
What could possibly happen from taking a day or two?
I don't know if there is a mole in the city.
Imric,
Perhaps
it
they'll
would just be
reveal
Arc
themselves.
Sombar. They're the only one who knows that we were teleporting.
We can take a day up here to just chill and recover if you want.
Well, let's just heal up first. I mean, let's just take a day of
I'll
spamming
cast
heal
some
spells.
Yeah. Reluctantly, I will cast 5d8 Cure Light Wounds onto Imric. Take 23 HP. And 2d10 plus 2. Oh, wait, Imric, you don't need healing. You heal 1 per round, no?
Oh, that's true. I'll be full health.
Okay,
soon.
I give that to Tyrael, and then I'm going to give this to myself.
Oof.
I might heal more tomorrow.
Your connection with Velthara grows weak, my sir.
Fuck Velthara.
Don't say that aloud. Don't let her
Jesus.
hear you.
Oh, one of my biggest pet peeves in poker is when people do superstitious shit and then it works. I hate that that dice roll worked. Shouldn't have been rewarded for that. How stupid. But okay, I healed. Waiting for the next day, I guess.
The more you play D&D, the more you believe in superstition.
Yeah.
If we were playing with physical dice, I promise you, you would have a dice jail for the dice who have failed you.
Based.
Yep, we'll heal more in the morning. So next morning comes.
Mm-hmm.
Here's 5d8 for me. And then here's 2d10 plus 2
Oh,
for
wow.
Tyrael.
Great.
I'm back up to full, I think.
Mm-hmm. And Tyrael's at almost full. Good enough is what we call it.
no.
And you also gained 1 HP for sleeping? Actually, no, it was that.
No, because it wasn't a full
before.
day of
Yeah.
rest. Yeah.
Right. Okay. It is the next day.
We definitely didn't exert ourselves in that fight, though. So.
It is February the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. And you head to propose to Arc Somber something.
And Shine. We bring Shine along, too.
Right.
Well, we have
Shine's
to- we
sitting
don't-
atop the keep.
Well, we've not
Observing.
spoke to Shine yet.
Yeah,
So,
Shine doesn't even know we're anything.
I'll send Shine ascending in the morning. We're going to go out. And I'll say, Shine, it's Imric. We've returned with Anton. We need to speak to you in Arksombar in the keep. ASAP.
Can you cast that? What was that? Not mending, not sending. What was the seeming?
Seeming? I mean, does it matter at this point?
Well, we don't want our people to see us back and like burned and dead. We probably still want to keep it a secret from the kingdom.
We're
if we
all-
can.
We're
Full
healed
HP?
up now, right?
Yeah, we're healed up.
Well, sure, but like, do
But
we
if you want to keep it a secret
Yeah,
from
let's
the
just
kingdom,
keep it a
that's
secret.
fine.
Maybe we can reveal it in a more strategic manner. Yeah.
You got room for
Okay.
seeming
Yeah,
as
I
well?
can Seeming. Yeah, sure.
Okay. The part you will get a response back from Shine. It is good to hear your thoughts, my lord. I shall meet you in Arc Somber's chambers post haste.
He's going to see you be a fucking monster, Nick.
All right. I have the imp be a raven.
Did the imp get back?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, sick.
Otherwise, he'd be down 4 levels, and
Yeah.
Much grumpier.
Maybe
What are you-
mauling.
good.
And be unable to cast. Seem
Mm-hmm.
if that were the case.
If the imp is more than a mile away from you, you drop 4 levels. If they come back within a mile, do you gain those 4 levels back?
Doesn't specify that. No. I only lose the 4 levels if I die. I temporarily lose 1 level if it's more than a mile away.
Okay, but if the imp dies,
Yeah.
okay.
At
So
least 4 levels.
if you had teleported to the ethereal plane, you just would have dropped a level, and when you came back,
Yeah, that would have been okay actually. Yeah.
Oh, so you would have been fine.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a big deal.
It wasn't. I panicked.
well, let's hope the brothers remember this special interaction for future.
Emmerich
All right.
how does Emmerich know about this interaction? They told him, I guess, yeah.
I guess I can just tell, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got the soul bond with this creature. It flies around. You practice with it a little bit. You realize that these things get weaker at the edge. The imp probably knows these things. You use the Find
makes
Familiar spell, or you didn't actually use the Find Familiar spell, did you?
Didn't.
Yeah, whatever. I think you can feel it out. You should
All
know
right.
how your creature works.
Let's
Wait,
go.
and the imp can get the imp has you can control the imp on napped.
Yeah, I think so. I don't control it. It controls itself.
But you can play it,
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
unless I overrule it because it is a lawful evil creature.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Seemingly, you enter the castle. You make your way.
Neal.
Yeah.
You never did find out what the imp's secret form was, did you?
Oh yeah, I reread everything. There's no secret form. I think we were just,
Boo.
Ouch.
it's just a cat. It's just a bat and a cat, or
Okay,
a
it's a
raven
cat.
and a cat. Yeah.
Okay.
We make our way into Arc Somber's chambers. There is one-eyed Shine hanging out.
We have successfully burned through the enemy's fireball scroll resources. Knowing there must be a limited
as-
supply.
As you arrive, Shine will take a knee in the middle of Arc Somber's room for just a moment, showing deference to the people who she serves before standing up to her full form. There is Arc
Shine.
Somber. Her apprentice
We-
is nowhere to be seen. Mhm.
We owe you a great debt. We've seen what you've done to defend the country, and everything would be lost without you.
She gives you a simple once nod of understanding, clasps her hands behind her back, and waits for the conversation to continue. Whoa, Shine got big.
I give her a wink.
Yes. This is what I. Never mind.
Tyrell, do you want to tell them what happened?
Arc Somber. She's in here, right?
Damn,
Yes,
Shine's
Arc
looking
Somber's here.
pretty good.
There we go. There we go. There's Shine.
Suits the eye patch, you know.
That badge looks good.
Mhm.
Seems as though we were ambushed. The only thing I can think of is that they were either alerted to our presence the moment we got there, or they knew we were coming in advance. How?
They were on us within 15, 20 minutes.
Emmerich was
Where
asleep,
were you?
of course.
We
In
were
a
about a mile
plane.
outside Crownhold.
Between the Ruby River and the Royal River.
Please tell me. Relay to me the events that happened so I understand what you're saying.
We arrived there, teleported in, we took a rest. Emmerich prepared some spells, and then he napped, and within about 15 minutes, some invisible creature was flying above us, hurling down fireball after fireball. They cast 4 before we managed to escape.
Wow.
Yes.
The only one who knew that we were going in that moment, Arxombar, was you. Is there any chance that you let that information slip?
I didn't know where you were going to arrive. But more to the point, if I wanted you dead, if I wanted to betray the 3 of you,
I'm not
there are
suggesting you would
easier
betray
ways.
us, but perhaps, information gets released by mistake, or someone overheard a conversation.
accidentally
Or...
mentioned it to my assistant, who then told Scoria, who then found you, even though I didn't know exactly where you were going, only that you were going to assault Crownhold, and they just found the exact spot.
Okay, I understand that the accusation makes you uncomfortable. You've got to understand this was quite a traumatic event for us, so I apologize. I'm just exploring
Know
every
who
option.
your friends are.
Well, if we're moving past these accusations, which I think benefits all of us, how could they have known where we were going to be so quickly and have been prepared for us in advance? What do you think? An internal leak seems unlikely, I agree. A detection that quickly, I don't believe there are alarm or notification spells that work over such a vast amount of land, are there?
Not that I know of. Plus, it doesn't... Well, maybe he had scrolls, but that wizard was prepared for battle.
Quiet pervades the tower in Wicthron Rorenta.
Doesn't bode well for any future missions into Mistra. If we're to
Shine,
travel
any
our
idea?
back there.
Shine will speak up. I see two options here. One, you entered an area in which they are prepared to defend. Two, they're following you somehow, some way, and they know where you are whenever you are somewhere. In the first case, it's likely that the area between Crownhold and Dragon's Peak, or some section of that zone, is warded or guarded and can be alerted to. In the first case, then they must be... In the second case, they must be watching you somehow. They can't scry on you all day. Surely Imric at least would pick up on it.
I've never picked up on anything like that.
It takes a moment for you to pick up on these things, doesn't it?
It does, but if they were scrying on us as a matter of, commonplace, then surely at this point I would have noticed it at least once. Even if they were scrying us, they wouldn't know immediately where we were. They'd have to be scrying us every minute.
They would have to be scrying upon you exactly when you arrived.
Yes.
Or being continuously scrying upon you. But let's roll back a moment. Do you really think that at no point in time the enemy has used divining devices to
I'm sure they
upon you
have.
and find you?
Well,
Is there
are
some
they
way
able
they
to
could-
use those devices to find us within the capital? I was under the impression that that was not possible.
I do believe the castle is warded, and she looks to Arksomber, who nods her head. But the rest of the capital is open space, I believe.
I mean, haven't we essentially been in the castle almost the entire time?
Yeah.
Not. Especially when we were discussing our plans.
When did you get back? Was it just now? You seem injured. How long have you been here?
About
A
2
A week or
weeks.
two.
And then in the castle the whole time?
Essentially, me and
Most of it.
Anton took a short stroll out to go and slay the assassin that was wandering the city, but
We hope to keep our presence a secret and use the element of surprise. It seems
Doesn't
that
seem to
it's
have worked.
fruitless. No. This is an embarrassment. We've been laid low far too easily here.
Quite the opposite. You've survived intact. An unexpected ambush in the middle of enemy territory with your guard down and one person asleep and come out alive? I call that a
Legend.
success.
Certainly could have been worse. I was lucky I was wearing my ring of fire resistance.
You're lucky Scoria herself didn't come.
you know who would have information potentially on how the Crownhold is protected? It would maybe be that spy that we captured. Have we gotten any useful information out of them yet?
She looks to Arksomber, who sort of puts her fingers together for a moment.
Now, while I understand ordinarily it would be unusual for a spy like that to have information about the defenses of Crownhold, and that information wouldn't be trusted to them, I'm sure in a way they would inadvertently know some of those defenses because they probably had to sneak into our city somehow, and I'm sure being aware of the potential defenses we'd have would probably mirror the defenses that Crownhold itself actually has. So maybe there's a line of questioning there where if they were avoiding certain things coming into our capital, those are things we could look for entering theirs.
We've learned that their job here was to disrupt things as much as possible, obvious on the face of it. Gather intelligence from anyone who might have it, copy documents and return them. Possible steal any useful magic items. There have been some small thefts of information and material. There was an assistant who lived in the woods or resided in the woods outside that the spy would relay goods to, who would then relay it back to the castle in Crownhold. We are currently setting an ambush for when that person is back.
I kind of nod my head and I say, okay, we don't care about the day-to-days, but nothing related to anything that could give us more information about how they could detect us moving around.
Nothing related to your movements. She has been instructed and has searched for you wherever possible. We've confirmed this is the person that did try to kill Imric that one time. And we've also confirmed that after that, she broke off engagement with the three of you in favor of other sabotage and information gathering in the area, deeming it out of her skill range to deal with the three of you. No information regarding Crownhold. Some information regarding Scoria's internal guard and forces, but perhaps that's for another time. Unless we are planning on assaulting Dragon Peak tonight.
Shine.
I think
Let's teleport back to Dragon Peak right now. Let's just go for it.
If we were to march our army north into Mystria, and Scoria were to fly over and attempt to, burn our men to the ground, our only issue is getting her out of the sky. Now, I know you can't take the beast in a fight one-on-one, but do you think you'd be able to bring it to the ground? If we can reliably ground her, then we have a plan. Without that piece, it doesn't work.
Wait, can Anton fix the shine up?
maybe in the epilogue.
Wait, why? What does it take to do it?
I'll need a different god. Velthara can't do restoration. She can do against like level drains and stuff, but I can't fix the eye.
Wait, so our whole deal to that Zoranthus or whatever that green dragon was, that was all a fucking lie?
It was me out of character, not knowing that they
Okay,
were.
I gotcha.
Because it's called like restoration, not greater like rejuvenation or some shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know. I asked
Shine,
Shine
can you
about
take her out
being
of the
here.
Right.
fucking air?
I could close with Scoria and grapple with her. Makes flight difficult. We would fall from the sky, in theory.
Wait a second.
If I could grip and hold, the two of us might plummet to the earth.
That's not...
But in that close range with Scoria,
We're never doing this. We're never taking the risk of Shine engaging Scoria in aerial combat one-on-one. She would be destroyed. She's already
I know a
suffered
way
greatly.
to get Scoria out of the air.
Speak it.
Well, here, right? Well, do we care? Are we fighting Scoria now? Is that our goal?
Well,
No,
we can't conduct any further missions within Mystria, can we?
Well, that's not necessarily true. So, we were told that a spy is going to be coming back to pick up paper documents from the assassin in this town, yes? If there is a spy that comes back to get those documents, then we can know a couple things. One is we know that they're not currently or continually scrying on the assassin that they've sent here, and they're relying on physical communication to do it. And two, we know that they're going to be expecting somebody to come back to Mystria that looks like the spy they're sending. If we can intercept and catch that spy and kill that spy, and if we know where that spy is headed, one of us could impersonate that spy, carry the others via bag of holding, and travel back through Mystria and play the part of that spy and use that identity to infiltrate wherever that spy is heading. If the spy is heading back to Crownhold, that could get us into the city.
It might, but whatever spells and magic they used to track us the instant we arrived might reveal your plan.
Well, that's the question, is we need to figure out how they found us. That's probably paramount. It's the most important thing.
I agree.
Somber speaks up. We could send another person to do the exact same thing as you and see if they're spotted and know, hopefully then, whether it is an area being protected or the lot of you being followed magically somehow. Which, if we think about it, is not difficult. Crystal
A person
balls,
would.
magic mirrors, reflecting pools.
Do we have any anti-scrying devices? I'm even asking if the queen has any.
She shakes her head. The queen stays within the capital, within the castle, to avoid these things. Amulets of non-detection are a known item, but we have none of them. There's a rumor that the Queen of Eridon escaped Stromheim with her closest guards and 4 amulets of non-detection. But those are the only ones known to exist in the land.
How about
I'm sure
this?
there are others elsewhere in the world.
When you scry upon someone, what does the scry appear?
Depends on the device or spell being employed. Let's talk about crystal balls. You have one, don't you, Imric?
Yes.
Bring
Yeah.
it here.
I retrieve it.
Well,
from-
actually, before I'll just ask this question. You can tell me if it can be broken. Ultravision. How often can we cast that spell, and does it penetrate magical darkness?
It does penetrate magical darkness. It lasts for 24 hours. So,
How many castings of that spell can one have?
how do you mean?
How many can you have? Can you cast all? Can you have us so all 3 of us have ultravision cast on us at all times of the day?
In theory, yes.
It's 1 hour per level plus 2 hours. So close, but not quite.
17 hours. Yeah, in theory, yeah.
Well, it would only need to be during our waking hours. What we could do is we could leave the capital and travel for some number of days and permanently have a darkness stone on the 3 of us, so anybody attempting to scry on us would never get any information. They can't use any sort of, see-through magical darkness through a scry, right?
I don't think so, but
I don't think you
we'd
can,
be
no.
No,
easily
we've tried
spotted by the naked eye.
Yeah, we could, but I'm just saying at the very least we could fall off the map and then plan some up that way. They wouldn't be able to see us at all. And then if we enter the capital or like Crownhold to do something, that's just a way to because now I'm paranoid that they just can check in on us whenever and watch us and do everything.
Yeah.
We should check.
Because
all of our
Scoria knows
gear.
exactly when to attack as well.
Well, actually, how long after we left did Scoria do her first attack?
Somber ponders for a moment. 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Something like that?
Doesn't imply immediate knowledge.
Well, maybe, or it could have implied immediate. She knew we were gone immediately, but she was waiting a little bit to make sure we weren't hiding in another dimension or something.
Yeah. Well, that is what we would do.
We have no way to spot somebody coming from a far distance who's invisible. Yeah?
Not from a far distance. We should check all of our gear and our bodies for magical marks or beacons or other spells that maybe we don't know about.
How long would that take?
Or is not too long. We should do that as a matter of urgency, I think,
Sure.
and at least eliminate it.
It's possible that someone has slipped a beaconed coin into your possession. If the spy has been infiltrating houses, it's not outside of their capability to have done that. It's actually a very
Exactly.
valid point. We should check all of our important people for beacons.
Us first.
Let's empty out our bags of holding here. In this room.
Wait, let's do what? Empty?
Empty out our bags of holding, remove all our gear,
Okay.
and we'll use detect magic.
Are we going to be able to see, or is it just going to, blind you?
You can take a few days and do it. Unless you're really pressed for time, it's not difficult for Imric to, create a system by which you won't be blinded by the overwhelming amounts of magic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll do it over the course of a few days then.
Okay.
Just double
In the
check
meantime, yeah, what other discussions are there to be had?
I think we
'Cause-
should just do this the old-fashioned way. I don't think they're going to execute our mom. I think we should just start moving armies.
that. Well, then you said you knew how to bring Scoria out of the sky, Anton.
Well, we all know how. It's with that bow, but Scoria or Shine got rid of it.
Destroyed it, she says.
It's not an option.
Wait, Shine got rid of what?
The Dragon Slayer bow.
Oh.
Whirlwind.
Well, does Shine wince when we say? I don't think we want to.
Shine said it destroyed it. Yeah.
Well, but out of character, we know that didn't happen.
Out of character, we know that she didn't. Yeah. I can age dragon. Can you cast permanency yet, Imric?
No. Perhaps. I've read of a spell, Force Cage. Maybe there could be something similar. Force Net. Maybe use it to trap Scoria as she flies.
Are we fully moving towards the idea is just we want to focus on trying to Scoria now?
Well, I think unless we can be certain how we were detected, we can't risk any more.
Well, but
missions
if
into
that's
this
what we want to
trap.
do, then we need to start testing for how we were detected. That's what we have to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll test that. I think you're right, Tyrrell. We should try and work that out, but if we can't get to the bottom of it,
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't have to. I'm just saying we need to fix, because there's no reason even thinking about Scoria right now if we're going to do that. But if we're not going to do that, then we should only focus on Scoria. Yeah.
But I do think if we can take her out of the sky, then we can win.
Shine speaks up. You're brave. What about this? Repeat the events of your last adventure. Pretend to nap Imric. But come prepared for someone to appear in the sky above you and slay them.
I think this
Turn
time
the
there'd
trap
be
on
more
its
than more than one wizard.
More to
If
kill
we
them.
had the opportunity to attack somebody and we failed, and we were given a second chance, we would absolutely not fail the second chance. Never.
Correct.
She nods.
If we survived the
True.
first chance, it makes no sense that they would send the same. It would be 2 or 3 wizards next time. They
How many
didn't.
high-level wizards can they afford to keep an alert for this kind of folly?
Very few. We are developing a list of known spellcasters within Mystria and Scoria's employ.
Well then, we could, if we have the names, we could potentially use Time Pool in a way to figure out when they became aware of our situation, right?
She shrugs. You'd have to ask Anton. Time pool is beyond my understanding.
What was your
I
question
also
again,
don't know
Imric?
if time pool would, if they are within a scrying protected region. I doubt time pool would work on it.
Okay, let's think for a moment. They didn't know that it was us, and it didn't leak that we were going. They have some way of getting alerted outside of Crownhold. If they knew that it was us, they wouldn't be sending a wizard casting fireballs when they know that we have protection from fireballs, and they could have just as easily sent out their assassin to meet us or set up an amazing ambush or trap in the city itself if they knew we were coming. So
That's a good
I think we
point.
can rule out that that they knew it was us coming, unless they're unbelievably inept, and they're probably not.
It's a good
Scoria,
point.
right?
Do you
If
think
they're
the
setting a
ward
trap, if they're
shows
setting
when
a,
people are being teleported?
What?
Do you think their wards show where people like show up on the map?
I don't know that. I
teleported
just
then?
know that they couldn't have known it was us, and they couldn't have known that we were teleporting. So I think we're safe here. I don't think that Arc Somber is somehow unintentionally leaking information. I don't think they knew we were alive. They still shouldn't know it was us. Now they might guess now, because I don't know how many other people could go in and survive fireballs. Although theoretically it is doable, especially with protection from fire spells. It just depends on how good of a image they got of us flying, 100 yards away, raining down fireballs on us.
At night, yeah.
How do you follow Scoria?
We have
Says Arc Somber.
a one-of-a-kind special amulet. Wait, we know
And
this,
if you
right?
didn't, how would you find her? How would you know when it was safe to attack and not?
Scrying.
How? More specifically, Imric, how would you find Scoria if not for Anton's artifact?
crystal ball. If she
Could
was
they do
within,
that to you?
they could, but not in this keep.
True.
Another thought. If we're certain that our mother's capture is a trap for us specifically, then why would they spring their trap on us the moment we arrive? Surely they'd wait for us to walk into that.
Well, no,
trap.
we've ruled that out deductively. There's
Yeah,
no
I
way they
think
knew it was
you're-
us.
I
There's
think
no way
you're
they knew
right.
we were going. I know I'm right, because
Okay,
they wouldn't have
well,
sent just
then-
one wizard. So they have some way of alerting people instead of Chronos. So theoretically, we could repeat this farther away, and we should be safe. I'm only curious, though, by what means they could have known within a whole mile of the city, or how far out are they able to have detections, either magical or non-magical?
I
I'm
know
gonna
of no
cast-
such spell, but these wards they've got, stopping invisibility, stopping teleports, is unknown magic. So who knows what else they have?
I'm gonna cast Consequence at some point within the next day. I want to know how this event fits into the grand scheme of things. If us teleporting there was like a one-off, or if it's like an ongoing situation. Is it significant or insignificant in the larger picture, us doing that?
Priest can determine whether the sequence or situation that gave rise to the specific event is complete or whether it is ongoing. As an example, consider a priest and his party who are on a holy quest. Okay. So your situation, your grand scheme, is killing
For
Scoria.
us, no. Like the grand scheme of this is gonna be, like what is the consequences of us like teleporting in? Is like that event done, or is it still ongoing? Are they still looking for us? Are there more people like going out? That's like what's the consequences of us specifically teleporting into Crownhold and being found out?
Okay. While you guys chat, I will read the spell to give you a good answer.
We should also ask our kingdom, how would we detect people within a mile radius of the city?
Physical guards, patrols on roads, outposts in the woods,
Well,
horns, whistles.
how would you be able to see it and respond within 15 minutes?
Horns and whistles to relay some level of strength, and then an appropriate action being taken by the other side. But usually you don't, if there were someone spotted in the woods 1 mile away, I think that castle would go into emergency mode. Bells would ring. Everyone would be called to stations. There are some people on hand to do that sort of stuff, but it doesn't seem like you could mount such a response.
For time pool, could we ask to see show me midnight in the town square in Crownhold of this date? We know that's an event that's occurred. Is that too general, or?
Let me first finish
it.
reading Consequence.
No problem.
A weird spell.
Because I wonder what the state of the city was, if they were on full alert or something.
So the grand scheme that you want to set is what, Anton?
Like the grand scheme would be like the consequences of us teleporting in. Is this still an ongoing event? Is this insignificant? So I guess in our invasion of Crownhold, us teleporting in and being found out. I guess the grand scheme would be us invading Crownhold. The grand scheme is our invasion of Crownhold, and the specific event is our teleportation being found out.
Well, okay. Your assault on Crownhold has failed, and it's over.
Not entirely. We might go back.
No, that's true.
We genuinely might go back.
This is a weird spell. Whether it was significant or insignificant event in the larger picture, or whether it will continue to have repercussions for the participants.
It is a 5th level spell.
So your assaulting Crownhold was interrupted by that event. So was that assault on you significant, insignificant, and whether it will have repercussions on the party?
Yeah, I guess the grand scheme could even be saving our mother in Crownhold.
Mm-hmm.
Will this have repercussions on us in that? The encounter was coincidental. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna read the thing at the very bottom, the example. there was like guards who attacked the party, and then the DM knows that these creatures have nothing to do with the quest. The encounter was coincidental. However, the surviving monsters will be returning soon with reinforcements to avenge their dead. Therefore, blah blah blah.
Right. So the outcome of your teleportation in there is that you have been routed and sent back, and that the enemy is more prepared for your assault.
Got it.
Okay. And then Tyrael, you had a question about something?
Fuck, I don't remember. What did you? We just said that
They're more prepared now.
They're more prepared now. Oh, my question was whether or not I could time pull like midnight in Crownhold last night.
Right. Time pool to reveal a specific event from the past. So it's not automatic. You've not time pulled this event before. You've got a higher than wisdom.
Wait, you can't time pull an event multiple times?
No. If you get a bonus
additions.
to time pool.
Oh.
If you've time pulled it before. So you are. So it's just going to be your 50% chance plus 5% for each point of wisdom above 15. You have 18 wisdom, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So 16, 17, 18. So you've got a 65% chance of time pooling midnight in Crownhold.
Plus level, right?
Is there 1% per level? I might have missed that.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there is. Because I usually have like a 78% or something chance to do it. Where is this shit spell?
I think it isn't. I think those other things are for you having knowledge of the event.
You know what's
maybe,
interesting?
sure,
I don't know if this means anything or if it could have just been maybe an oversight by Koibu. But I wonder, the idea of fireballing somebody sleeping multiple times is interesting. Because you wouldn't actually know if they're alive or dead afterwards.
Or dead, yeah.
Indeed.
I wonder if we would have ran away from his body and just left him there, if they would have been fireballing him over and over and over and over and over again.
Well, we did run away.
Well, no, but I'm saying like fireballing a sleeping person 4 times. That's a lot of fireballs.
You got him. I think you got him 3 times before we got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no bonus for level. I think your other bonus is because you were slightly or well informed about the event. So it's just a 65% chance.
Just go ahead and just roll well. Can you just roll well?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So you can't really gaze on Crownhold at midnight. It's fine. But you know what? You were within a mile of Crownhold, and if there were bells ringing in the city, you could probably hear them from a mile away.
Yeah, I'd imagine so, or like a horn or anything that went off.
Yeah, if the whole city went on alert, you would hear that shit. You're pretty certain the whole city did not go on alert.
So let's think for a second, okay? We know that they didn't know we were coming in advance because they would have been better prepared. We know that when we were there, they knew somebody was there, but they didn't know it was us because they would have sent more. Probably Scoria would have moved or something would have happened, potentially.
They might know now, though.
Maybe, but let's just think. We're just trying to figure out how they found us, okay? We know that whatever alerting they were doing was done physically in a quiet way or magically because we didn't hear bells or whistles or alarms go off.
Yep.
We know that whoever came for us was prepared constantly, so they have at least one mobile person that's prepared to move around outside of Crownhold pretty constantly or consistently. How fast could somebody circle Crownhold? Flying around the city, just constantly on patrol.
Not that fast.
Not that fast.
Not that fast.
They've gone straight there, right? Think about it. He had at least 3 buff spells on him. That in itself takes 3 minutes. And he's got to travel from somewhere far away. Best case, he teleported there, which is another spell, then had to travel. You know, you're talking at least, if the guy acted immediately, it could have taken him 10 minutes to get in that position if he knew exactly where we were and acted immediately.
Well, let's take how long were you there? Because you arrived, you looked around for a little while to judge the situation. Imric cast 5 spells. There's a little bit of conversation, and then Imric was napped. So, and then after a little bit of time, after you don't have watches, but maybe 15, 20 minutes, you were assaulted. So you had been in place for 25 to 35 minutes. Is that a reasonable estimate?
How long does
Yes,
it take
so,
to circle
yeah.
crown hold?
On foot? By a person
No,
walking, running, on
flying.
horseback, flying?
Flying.
Movement rate 18, no obstacles. You probably crown holds maybe like a mile in diameter, but it's a square, so you've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4 miles at movement rate 18, which is 50% faster than walking. You walk 3.5 miles an hour, so a little less than an hour.
I mean, we teleported into the fucking field in the middle of nowhere.
Well, because the thing is, if
What was there in the field, remember?
Well,
it was a ruined village, right?
Half a mile away.
What if that wasn't a ruined village? What if we were just unlucky? What if we teleported it right by a wizard's tower hidden by an illusion?
no shot.
Crazier things have happened. It's not a bad place for Scoria's wizard to have his tower. Near the Dragon's Peak. It's near Crownhold.
It was a ruined village. Do we have forces out there that would have ruined a village like that? That's really far beyond the front, right?
It is well beyond your range.
Okay, wait. Can we scry on that ruined village? Would we have some level of familiarity with it?
I can try. If it fails, that in itself is suspicious.
Why?
Well, I mean, there'd be no scrying protection on a village like that.
Well, what if you just fuck up?
Yeah, sure. Given enough time, I mean.
Okay, try it.
You have two methods of scrying. You have crystal ball and you have clairvoyance. Which method
Yeah.
will you like to use?
I'll use this crystal ball.
Right, that takes no components. The village in question, you have pictured.
Yep.
You've seen it from a distance.
I know
More or
where it
less
is.
know
I've
where
seen
it
it.
is.
Yep.
Okay, so we're to be more specific about our clairvoyant or scrying rules. You've got to tell me where exactly you want to put the sensor here. Do you want to put it?
We'd want to put it above the village, right?
Yeah.
Above the burned.
100 feet above the village.
Okay, 100 feet above the center of the village that you saw.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Okay. I believe I roll this in secret, and you've got a 50% chance of figuring it out or not.
51 with the looks of it.
Success. You can see above the village. You guys came here in the daytime, I believe.
Yep.
So it is daytime. You can see clearly and easily the village. You said 50 feet above the village?
Yep.
100, I
100 feet is
said.
what they said, I think.
100.
100 feet above the village, yeah. Fairly high up. It looks like a small village. Maybe 300 people lived here once upon a time. Many buildings are knocked down. Other buildings are burned. It looks like it's been regrown by weeds and trees. Rough estimate is that it's been this way for 5 or 6 years. You know, somewhere in that ballpark. Because some of the trees that are growing up in awkward places are a little bit too big. Unlikely to have been done in recent time.
Can I cast spells through the crystal ball? I can't remember. Can I do detect magic? Yeah, I can. I can do detect
You
magic.
can you?
detect magic.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I would like to do that, Neal.
2
It
spells,
has
detect
70
magic and detect good and evil, can be cast through the crystal ball. Chances 5% per level of experience of the wizard. So, 75?
Yep.
Did you roll it?
I'll roll it. Yeah. Going low.
Oh!
Can I use the one for this? I can just recast it.
No.
Okay, probably.
No. Yeah, you're casting it. You've got to hold it and channel the magic yourself. I think you have to put your hands on the crystal ball, so you wouldn't be able to, wand it.
Can I
cast it from memory.
I guess this will be the next day. I should be able to magic font it and cast my own detect magic.
Perhaps,
Magic
yeah.
font's like my shitty scrying thing.
Hold a scrying device. The spell does not function unless the priest is in good standing with his deity.
Oh well, maybe not then.
Basin of holy water becomes similar to a crystal ball. So essentially, you cast magic font and you get a temporary crystal ball that you can use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you just say fuck Velthara a minute ago?
Out of character I did, but yeah, no, I don't think we're in good. I don't think we're good. I don't think we're in good standing for me to cast this.
Yeah, I think there's some animosity there,
Yeah.
but she's still granting you spells. She's still giving them to you.
Hmm.
Would you like to try and memorize magic font and try it anyway to see what your standing is like, or?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
The village though, right? How does it
Yeah.
look? Is there signs of, like, I don't know, can I disbelieve an illusion?
Well, he said that there were signs that it looked like there was weed overgrowth that looked aged by a number of years or whatever, so it seemed natural. So if it was an illusion, it's constantly being updated.
Yeah, it could be a permanent illusion, though.
Well, but it can't be permanent because it's updating, right?
I mean, you haven't looked at it multiple times. It could have been an illusion that was made to look like this and has just sat there. Who knows? Anything could be real.
Can I try to see through an illusion through the crystal ball? Probably have a disadvantage or something.
Yeah, just let me review the illusion rules for a moment. Because we're getting to the, the upper ends of magic and what is possible and what is not.
Just checking it in the book. It must mean I'm right.
Just checking things here and there. Treasure, magical items. It's not a magic. Did not give me the info wanted once. So I think you can just sort of try to disbelieve anything as an illusion, right? There's no reason.
Yeah. I tend to disbelieve it. Do you want a spell save?
There's. No, that doesn't. I would roll your save in secret because you should never know. Yeah.
All right, I need an 8, and I've got a +4.
Okay. Yep, seems normal.
Well, okay, hold on. We should have intel on this. We've got the Hat of Disguise guy, people behind enemy lines. Do we expect there to be a burned down town here? Like,
you know that Scoria and her minions are ruthless monsters that enforce their will brutally upon the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That some of Scoria's own troops might have destroyed a village within the confines of Crownhold is not unreasonable.
Okay. And also, it probably doesn't make much sense to set up a illusioned wizard tower outside the city here. Like, what if they got attacked in another direction? That's just kind of... That'd be a pretty big long shot, right?
Yeah.
I think we're looking too far into this.
Do you just want to repeat it and see if we can do it again? I think we agreed not to, right?
To repeat the same type of ambush?
I don't hate the idea, but they'll be better prepared, probably. Well, no, we don't think they were prepared for us, so...
Well, they probably wouldn't imagine that you do the same thing twice, right? If you were ambushing an enemy and you almost got them, and then they did the exact same thing a few days later, would you think I would still go after it? I might be prepared for a counter trap. I would probably attack harder with more people, if possible. If there's one mage that attacks you, maybe 2 or 3 would be prepared the next time.
This isn't a trap for us specifically. It's a trap. It's just we think it's a roving guard, right?
Okay, question. Are there ways to, like, warg into animals and use them to keep track of things? I did see some bats flying around when we were there.
Yeah.
She looks to Imric's imp, who's fluttering right nearby.
Yes.
Because
These
if
bats, were they behaving normally?
I don't know, how does a normal bat behave? We're just a couple bats that were flying around the entire time. Actually, that's really not normal, is it? Usually bats would be going somewhere. They wouldn't just be hovering in an area, right?
Yeah.
Nightfall, bats swoop and dive and hunt for insects. We've watched bats in my backyard hang out for a good hour and a half just bombarding insects.
Really? Somber has a backyard?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see those bats doing anything, right? They were just kind of chilling.
They were just
I mean, when
chilling.
bats are flying around, they're doing something. Yeah, you saw them, doing bat things.
Not
They
bat,
seemed to
not
be
familiar
pretty ordinary
things?
bats.
Okay, well, fine.
They weren't just like, circling you.
Yeah, okay.
And they weren't near the fireballs. But how deep does your paranoia run?
Pretty deep. Perhaps we should try it again, but in a different place, maybe a mile to the southeast rather than to the northwest. Alternatively,
think that's
does
a good idea.
Mistrea have any tactical or strategic resources towards the south of their country? For all the damage they've done to Drekis, perhaps we should...
Well, the Mithril Mines are to the south, right? Pretty far south. Weren't they in the Ironbark Grove or something? Or maybe not that far south. No, it was at Sky Peak, right?
Sky Peak, yeah. You think the mines are running again?
Who knows? But we're in the end game now. We're not here trying to do strategic damage or anything, right?
All these strategic assets in the south have already been taken or destroyed.
Then we either spend the next few months trying to work out exactly what happened, or we could be bold and teleport in again.
Yeah, I think
Try
we
somewhere
will.
else.
I think we will do that, yeah.
Okay.
Just go back one more time.
Yeah, but first
One
we're going to
more
cast
time.
all of those spells on all of our gear. Although I don't think it's necessary. We shouldn't find anything. But
Yeah,
we'll do
let's
it.
just take 3 days to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we go to our break right here, and when we come back on the other side,
We'll be
we'll
back.
see what goes down.
Oh.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. Our party is getting ready. We're gonna go in. We're gonna fuck up these people. So, you have sorted through all your magic items, confirmed that there are no beacons on any of your stuff whatsoever.
Or
Somber-
magical marks or anything like that.
Right. You're pretty certain all of your stuff is fine. You're not being tracked that way.
Which we know
unless,
any of
they've
this.
got locate object or something, one of those silly stuff. Arc Somber has asked for more information on the interrogated subject, specifically regarding the lot of you. See if she had put anything in your room or whatnot. And she has gotten back that the assassin in question in Wicthron Renta has broken into your home and has looked around for any information and has collected hair samples from your pillows and returned them back to Crownhold or Dragon Peak, or sent it back if that is important to you.
Wait, what? Say that. Repeat that again.
They've got a hair of
They've got
each
your
from
hair.
our pillows, so they can use that to scry on us or to check if we're dead.
Wait, how?
They have our hair. They have a piece of us.
Yeah. You leave hairs on
Or
your...
no. How do they get that piece of hair?
On our pillows
Which pillows?
in our house.
How long ago did they get this?
Couple years. I mean, you've been gone for a year and change. So
Does that shit
this was
last
years ago.
forever?
Hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. All parents carry baby hair and baby teeth from their child.
Okay, hold on, wait. Super random question. If I took, we said that Speak with Dead can be cast on anything, like a piece of hair, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
could I theoretically just get a piece of hair from a person and put it in my room and then just cast Speak with Dead every single day on it to see if they're still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. That's super weird. Well,
But that would fail, I think, if we were on another plane. So they would still have been uncertain as to whether we were dead or not before.
oh
But it
wait,
wouldn't
would the Speak with
Tell
Dead
you if you're alive or where you are. It would just be able to tell you if you were dead or not.
does Speak with Dead work if you die in another plane?
No, my point is, if all of a sudden they get a failed thing, that could mean that either, we're still alive or we're on another plane.
Or they failed to check.
Yeah.
And you can only do Speak with Dead once per level.
Oh, that's good at least. Okay. Well, what are we going back then?
Yeah, I think so.
I got all my spells.
We're
Great.
all
Where are you
full-
going?
We're full
And
HP.
What spells are you casting ahead of time?
Okay, so I'm going to do the stone skin and the ultravisions here, and then I'll do the nap here, and then I'll just teleport us.
There we go. I just thought it was weird
you've
that
done
you
it.
did the other.
I was trying to get the one level 5 spell slot back for teleport. Just being greedy, I guess.
Greed. Okay. Steve,
Do you need nap then, or
sort
no?
Your gear learning.
Yeah, I still need nap, but I'll just do the nap here
Oh,
before
you'll
we
do it here.
teleport.
Okay, I'm taking that spell slot off then. It's
Yep.
used.
All right. So the 17th of February, you're gonna go back to Crownhold.
We're teleporting to the opposite side now.
Okay. What time of day or night are you gonna do this mission?
Wait. We need a way to fight flying invisible fireballing people. How do we do
I
it?
assume you guys did that, right? You took the spells to do that.
I haven't actually got a way to break invisibility very easily. Oh, actually.
Can't we all just be invisible? And then they can't see us?
I don't want to
I'm
rely on
super
that.
far
No. Think right now. We need a way to fight or detect or see flying invisible people. There's
Everybody
got
needs to cast Fly on all of us. And we need to be able to be hasted, and then we can fly after them quickly. You should be able to see them with your Ring of True Sight.
No,
With haste, you should be
only
able to catch up.
I have to be 120 feet away. Okay, well here's a question. Wait, can we have all three of
Wait.
us as invisible or no?
Wait, listen. Right, okay. If everyone wants invisibility, if everyone wants fly, if everyone wants stone skin, if everyone wants ultravision,
Yeah, we want
I'm
it
losing
all.
so many spells.
I can handle
you
my
guys-
suggest that we catch wizards then.
I can handle my own invisibility and I can handle my own fly. I can wear the ring of invisibility and I can wear the ring of spell strength for fly.
I need the ring of spell strength to teleport back though. If we
I can give it to you after I can I actually?
yeah.
Well,
I think so because you cast it as a spell. I don't think you need to be wearing it to have
It's
the
a
effect.
stored spell. It's not a ring of flying. It's a ring of spell storing.
Okay.
That's a good point. So I've refilled the ring during the off days here, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
I can turn into a bat and fly, but I
Yes.
won't be able to do any damage to them.
I agree. Yeah. Could you not tackle them in the midair, turn out
As a-
from the bat,
That.
Koibu will not allow that.
like polymorph back out? Why not? That's badass. You fucking charge them as a bat, and in the last second you teleport, you polymorph out and like tackle them out the sky.
The bat will not interrupt spell casting in and of its
No,
own.
I'm
But
saying. Yeah, he bombs as the bat, and then at the last second turns back into Anton and smashes into them.
I think
Can
Koibu's
you
usually
turn-
said it's like a 1-round action, no? To change?
yeah, let's take a look at it's the cloak of the bat. Let's see what the rules are, because it might be instant, or it might be you have to land and then like shape change. And bats can't hover. So let's take a look at the exact shit. Cloak of the bat. Da-da-da. Holding the edges of the garment, the wearer is able to fly at movement speed 15. If he desires, he can actually transform himself into an ordinary bat. All possessions worn or carried will be part of the transformation and fly accordingly. Flying either with the cloak or as an ordinary bat can be accomplished only in darkness under a night sky or in lightless or near lightless environment underground. Either of the flying powers is usable for up to 1 hour at a time, but after the flight duration of any time, the cloak will not bestow flying for a like period of time. Okay. So... he can actually transform into an ordinary bat. That is a concentrated action. Yeah, I think the transformation in and out of bat form will take a moment. You'll have to pause and blah blah blah. If you could spot someone, maybe you could land on their head while they're spell casting and then transform.
Well, okay, maybe we've done this the wrong way in the past, but in the past, even though polymorph takes a round to shift, you've kind of let me be shifting in the round and at the end of the round turn. Do you know what I mean? So my turn is to move and shift. So I could be flying as a bird, and at the last second, as I hit the ground, turn back into myself.
What if I put a little
You're just
pebble
doing
on the
a
ground?
half move to do that shit.
What if I put a little pebble on the ground, I cast silence on it, I grab it, or I turn into a bat, I grab the pebble, and then I fly around? I'm silenced, he can't cast spells, I assume. But I won't know where he is because I can't see him, because I can't see invisible creature.
Well, I have a spell to reveal him, if I can hit him with it.
Okay. How are you going to
Cool.
see him to reveal him?
Exactly, I don't know. It's the one thing I can't manage.
Are we worried about this guy at all if we just, let's say we get into the castle? The issue is that he's flying around in the open, yeah?
I don't know why
Yeah.
we would go back to a place where we got ambushed once. We expect there to be even tougher defenses potentially this time, and we can't even deal with the guy that already took care of us one time. So we're setting ourselves up so that if he finds us one time when we go back, we're going to be completely fucked and potentially dead. I don't know, let's say we go back and we miss the way that he detected us, and we find him again and we're getting fireballed. It's going to be the most retarded thing ever in the entire history of the
I
universe.
disagree. I mean, I don't think he'll be able to kill us because I can be flying and invisible as well. You can fly. Anton can turn into a bat. He won't so easily dispatch us.
Okay, we
He
can risk
may-
it if you want. I'm okay with it. I got my ring of invisibility. I got my ring of...
Area fire protection?
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it. What time of day are we going?
Probably night. Right? Yeah, night.
that-
Nobody disagreed. We're going to night. Yep.
I said dusk. I said dusk. I think
wait, I didn't
hear it. It clipped.
as the sun is setting, because we want as much time as possible.
Okay.
If you cast fly on me with that ring, how long does fly last?
I think 2 or 3 hours.
And you have invisibility on him or no?
I have my ring of invisibility that I can toggle on and off at will that we
Perfect.
got from the assassin.
Okay. All right. So tell me what spells you are going to cast before we go.
Can we? If
I
we're having
understand.
spells cast on us before we go, can't fucking Arc Somber cast Stone Skin, or can't these people buff us at all?
Oh, they're losers.
My stone skin's better.
Oh, okay.
Might as well just use the
you-
map.
You should be polymorphing, not being invisible. They have invisibility wards, they don't have polymorph wards. We're all turning into bats and flying in or whatever.
If we get attacked by the wizard, though.
If we get attacked by the wizard though, you can be invisible. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Wait.
And
Okay.
what spells are you
so
casting
we-
before we go?
Okay. I'm just gonna
3
follow
stone
up on that.
skins, 2 ultravisions. Anton doesn't get ultravision.
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't cast anything. I mean, they have unfailing endurance, sure.
Did we determine that detect magic would see invisibility or not?
It lets you know that there's something in. Ooh, there's a specific passage that you don't. It doesn't work as a detect invisible, but you might get the impression that something's wrong in the area, or that there's a spell active, but it doesn't like reveal the invisible person. Otherwise, invisibility is a shit spell. G-I... Where is it?
It doesn't matter now.
Yeah. I think you don't see the person, but you know that there's something amiss in the area. There's a magical presence happening that you can't find.
There is some. When you're a high level character, though, can you not spell save to see through invisibility?
You can.
Yeah, when you have. That's right.
Good idea, Nick.
All highly intelligent creatures, 13 or more, or creatures with 10 or more levels or hit dice, have a chance to detect invisible objects. They roll saving throws versus cells. Success means they noticed the invisible object.
Yep. Okay, so we should all be able to do that. We're all more than 10 hit die, right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, of course, there's going to be ranges. You wouldn't be able to see something invisible a mile away from you. But if it's in the same room as you, there will be sight ranges. You might not be able to notice something 120 yards away from you is invisible, but in proximity. Yeah. And this is to notice invisible things, not to be like, I can tell the mage is exactly here. It's sort of like a vague sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm polymorph as a bat. We all have our rings and all of our
Stone
stuff
skin is
on.
Everyone. Ultra
You're
vision
not
on
polymorphed
everyone.
yet. Let's just teleport first. Yeah,
Before we
stone skin.
Wait, why would we?
Okay.
Why would we teleport first?
Well,
Because you can cast the polymorph at will, right? Why waste it? We might get delayed and then the...
Because the last time we went there, we were instantly detected when we showed up as
Yeah.
people. Why are we expecting that not to happen again?
I don't know about Nick, but we can teleport. We can polymorph. And then he's gonna have to polymorph himself after.
Well, somebody can
vision on
use that
everyone?
ring of polymorph, the ring of spellstone can cast polymorph on me with that ring, and then they can keep the ring, and then we'll all teleport together, right?
You have to use the polymorph on the spellstone ring. I'm saying, though, if you cast it now and we get waylaid for 2 hours when we get there, then you can't cast polymorph to get into the keep.
What's us getting delayed from? We're just gonna go.
Yeah, what are we getting
immediately,
delayed from?
no? We just go as bats. Yeah.
What happens if we teleport there? Why would we expect them not to just find us again the exact same way they found us before?
How long does Cloak of the Bat last, Koibu? That's important.
Up to an hour. Isn't that what we're testing?
No, I didn't think we were testing anything. I thought we were going to kill people. Am I crazy?
Let's just go.
Am I having a
I don't know.
schizo attack?
I'm not sure. Am I crazy? Are you planning to fight this wizard when we get there, or are you planning for him not to be there? Like, what do you think's going to
Planning
happen?
on for them not to be
We're
there.
we're
just
planning.
going.
Here's what I thought we were doing. We're all getting polymorphed up. We're teleporting there. We're flying to the castle, and we're fucking killing everybody. Well, the assassin and the ambassador. And then somehow we haven't made a plan, but somehow we're going down to the prison to get our mom all at the same time,
But it's gonna
And
be
getting out of the
silent.
city.
and getting out alive.
That's right.
But I don't know how. But I don't know why you would have me teleport there as a person. When we did that before, we were found within 15 minutes. I don't know why you would expect that not to happen again if I go there as a person. So I feel like I have to be polymorphed as a bat right before I get there because I don't want people to
Yeah,
see
okay,
me.
fine. Yeah. If the plan is to just go immediately, then all right.
Yeah, that is definitely the plan. Yeah.
Okay. Stone skins on everyone. Who is Ultra Vision on?
Everyone but
Material.
Anton.
Emmerich and Tyrael. What unfailing endurance on everybody as well?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
You've got time, right?
So stone skin, unfailing endurance, ultra vision. What is the range on dispel magic, by the way?
You
30-foot
recast
cube.
persistence and contingency.
I can check that. They never run out.
Well, that's true. They're just there.
Yeah.
There's got to be some duration, but you would have recast it if they.
I think it's a week for contingency and
30 for
15 days for persistence.
Okay, cool. So then those are still active.
You know
And less
what?
than that.
We should just fucking bring Shine with us.
No, I don't think so.
What's the worst
Is
case
there,
scenario?
A weight
They've got
limit. You
ballista
can't
and
teleport
stuff.
shine.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario is that our capital is not defended and Scoria comes and
While we're
fucks
there,
it
we're
up.
there. I was gonna say the worst case scenario is Shine
Everyone's
dies.
incompetent here.
But if Shine
Yeah.
dies, then we can go get the dragon slaying weapons.
True.
But okay, I'm ready.
Win-win.
I'm flying around the room. I'm fluttering. I'm looking for insects to dive bomb. I'm using
So-
sonar for the first time in my life. It's
Bro.
amazing. I can see things with my ears. I'm mapping the whole room out.
Sadly, you don't get the bat special abilities when you polymorph.
That's not a special ability. That's just a physical thing. It's like having wings. If I can fly, I should be able to use sonar.
You don't get the eyes. You don't get the improved sight of an owl.
Really?
I don't think you would get the echolocation of a bat.
I get the owl.
But
But I get the flying?
Cloak.
I feel like flying is a better ability than lame eyeballs.
You get only movement and breathing.
Oh, damn.
So
All right,
is
we-
fly cast on anybody?
No.
No one has fly spells. Okay, who?
Well,
has
I
a
have
polymorph?
a persistence spell on me.
Right, but that's your
persistence fly.
persistence. Yeah.
I polymorph into a bat for the teleport.
Yeah. So I've got
I do this
two
a minute before the teleport happens.
2 bats and a raven on my shoulders.
Okay, so persistence, contingency, and Imric and Tyrael are both bats.
Good point. Maybe hang on. On
sorry,
bat's blind. Maybe Tyrrell shouldn't be a bat and should be a bird instead.
Wait,
The
what?
fuck he wants.
Bats are not blind. There's no way.
They're not blind, but they do rely
Okay.
on.
People
They've got
just-
some vision.
People talking shit in chat. I don't know why I listen to this. person.
Don't listen.
Sorry.
Don't.
No, but you don't
listen to
understand. They
any of that.
constantly, the same person has fucking asked me about 50 times in the last
Hey,
hour.
Nick,
It's so
In
fucking
the
Just
annoying.
ignore him.
right-hand corner of that window,
Okay,
there's an
fine.
X button. Just click
No,
the
you're
X
right.
button.
You're right. I'm closing the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, I cast divination. Does it work?
But
We're gonna die?
just before we get there, I want to make sure I know all the spells and effects that are active. From the ring, you've used
Polymorph.
polymorph, but no other spells.
Correct.
Okay. Ring of spell storing polymorph. Cool. Excellent. You're gonna cast your divination.
Yep.
And Imric, you're going to teleport, and it looks like it's going to work out. Where are you going? 1 mile away
Neal.
from the capital on the other side of the river?
On the opposite
Down here.
side.
Down here.
Down here. Okay, this side.
Yeah.
Between Crownhold and the King's Forest.
Yeah.
Wait, we should go to the same spot. They'll never expect it.
All right, and we're doing it at sundown again, so the bat can be as batty as it wants.
That's right.
All right. Boom!
We're
near the
bats.
King's
We
Forest.
start fluttering towards the
No,
capital.
I cast polymorph self.
And we go.
Imric casts polymorph self, and you turn into?
A bird.
Why not a bat? Why can't we just be 3 bats?
We should have been
Fine,
three
fine.
bats.
I'd be a bat.
Christ, we're gonna be the fucking.
3 bats and an imp flutter towards Crownhold.
The imp turns into a bird, I would fucking hope.
I mean, isn't an imp more bat-like than? I guess
Yeah,
you
but
probably
if you
don't
see
want
an
to be
imp flying around,
That's a very good point. You got to talk to Imric about that one. He's in charge of the imp.
oh, I look at Emmerich and his imp. As
No,
my
the
bat,
imps
and
are
they keep
the imps are
going.
raven.
Okay.
Well, wait. Why shouldn't?
In-
Never mind. Yep, that's good.
Into Crownhold, we flutter.
Okay, let's all
You're a
make sure
mile
we
out.
got the right rings on. All right?
Oh yeah. Please equip your gear appropriately.
What rings are you guys wearing? You gotta wear the good shit.
I've got my ring of
Yeah, I'm
protection
going-
+2, my ring of invisibility.
I think I'm going for free action and ring of protection +2.
I'm going free action and ring of protection.
Okay, I'm gonna metagame argue this really hard. I don't think we should ever wear our ring of free actions anymore.
True.
Because your saves are so good.
No, because
No.
they shouldn't even waste time at this point casting hold
True.
spells or anything on us. They failed them so many times. I would be astounded if somebody cast something that had some disable or slow or stun or whatever on me.
Whatever.
That's some heavy meta. That
That's
is
not
some
heavy
life
meta.
or
They
death
literally
meta.
know all of our gear and they've failed these spells multiple times.
The rings are hidden as well under gloves.
Right? They can't see what you.
Okay, never mind. I have my ring of invisibility and my ring of free action on. Fuck you, Koibu.
Are you sure?
I shouldn't need it.
You can't change your ring after polymorphing yourself.
Oh, true. Okay, don't care. Never mind. Ring of protection +2 is on. Good.
All right.
go.
Okay.
We bat
Back to the
in.
keep.
We do bad
3
end.
bats and a raven. flutter towards Crownhold.
Can
You
I
see the city walls below you. How high are you flying, my friends? Are you just above the walls? Are you 1,000
Oh,
feet in
no.
the air?
We're like
What's
400
Oh, well
feet
up.
in the air.
Oh, well up, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 400 feet in the air, you come to the walls of Crownhold. You can see that they've been recently reinforced. There are ballistas all over the place. There are soldiers patrolling back and forth with lanterns. There are soldiers on the turrets on the corners. You can even see what looks like a couple of mages walking around on the walls. Within the streets of Crownhold, there is not a soul moving in within, except for what looks to be small patrols of guards walking around. It looks like there's a curfew in effect in Crownhold. Nobody is out in the dead of night. You, as bats and as a raven, are the only things fluttering about. It is empty sky between you and the top of the keep.
I think we're going
Great.
to the top. No.
We go there and hope we don't get rebuffed. Yeah, we're going near the top.
Let's go to the top. Yes. Let's go, Kings. King McGarry's.
True.
We fly to the very top, the last place they would expect the McGarrys to enter, the very top of the castle.
As you descend in
Uh-huh.
the sky from hundreds of feet above the keep.
True.
In the
In my
darkness
mind,
of
all
night.
I'm thinking is, man, I'm glad that I'm high enough that if I were to begin to fall, I could easily reach in my bag of holding. Or I
Right.
could easily swap to my ring of feather fall mid-air, no problem.
In your bat form?
Well, I wouldn't fall in bat form. I'd have to be unpolymorph
Oh,
first.
yeah.
I'm an
of
adept
course.
flyer in bat form.
Totally. Who's the, you're all flying
Me.
together as a flock
It's
of
me.
bats. And Anton is just a little bit lower than everybody else. And when you get to...
He's talking about your IQ, by the way.
Yeah, good.
When you get to, maybe 120 feet or something like that, maybe 200 feet directly above the keep, you notice that Anton is no longer shrouded in darkness. You have entered into a zone of continual light, but it's, open sky, so there's nothing to show. You don't really see it in the dark because it's emptiness, but as soon
As
a
a
bat
bat,
arrives...
I see that it's continual lightness, and I'm going to act like a bat and fly back up out of the light.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. You hit the light. The whole lot of you kind of come down into the light and hit it, and then sort of bounce back up.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
No problem.
Should be fine. Yeah. No one down below seems to be any the wiser. No alarms are risen. There's no whistles or horns or bells going off. And the party is above this area of continual light in the sky. What do you do?
Anton,
Are we able to talk to each other?
Nope. No
not yet.
communication.
Not
But you
yet.
guys can flutter around.
I look down at the building. Is there any other birds or anything on the roof of the keep?
No.
I go down and land on the roof.
You dip through the area of brightness, heading
I follow.
straight for the roof as a bat.
I'll
the
follow
party
behind.
follows in tow. Down we go until you land upon the roof. Maybe 30 or 40 feet below or above the roof. Maybe it's only 15 feet above the roof. You enter an area where the invisibility has ended and is no longer there, and you once again in the darkness of town on the roof.
Wait, what invisibility?
What?
Oh, the
Light.
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 yeah.
Sorry, continual light.
Okay, so now that we're back in the darkness, so I look around. The raven's here, the other two bats are here.
Yeah.
does it look like the condition down below us has changed at all?
No, you're on the rooftops. You can see guards patrolling on the sides. No one seems to have noticed or cared that a couple of bats have come in through the area. A couple of bats and a raven. Either nobody noticed or they didn't think anything of it.
Do I feel like if I turned into a human here, I'd be able to be immediately seen? I'd like to.
Yeah, you can see guards walking. So if anyone turns their head and looks towards you and can see in the dark well, they would see you. But it's dark.
Yeah, it's
you know?
dark. I would like
how
to
well can
find.
someone spot you.
I'd like to circle around and find what I think is the best window to avoid being seen to go for. The one with the least number of people potentially able to see it.
You're gonna fly through the window as a bat?
No, I need to disintegrate the glass
You
first.
gotta disintegrate the glass.
So you're gonna flutter around the outside of the keep, looking for
Just
the best
the-
window to disintegrate. What's your criteria for best window to
The
disintegrate?
least people with immediately, who would see me.
Like the most obscured window entrance into the keep.
Because it's not like the keep's like a rectangle, right? There's all different towers and things like that. There might be a window that's hidden behind a tower that I could get into. That there might be a tower blocking it, so that none of the guards would have an easy time seeing me.
Okay.
We have time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? There's no express time limit here.
I'm gonna be looking around. I'm a 14th level fucking loser. Do I see anything that looks untoward? Any invisible shit? I'm gonna be looking around while Imric does his flying around.
No, I mean you're in the heart of the enemy capital. There's all sorts of spooky stuff happening here, but
I'm
you don't
looking
notice
for-
any
yes.
invisible creatures.
Perfect.
You don't notice anyone tracking you. None of those sorts of things.
I check Scoria.
Scoria is located deep within her mountain.
Loser. Cool, thank you.
Okay, Imric,
Yes.
you flutter about the castle for a little while. It's a pretty well defended area. The windows are all, there's lots of like small sections of glass between metal bars everywhere. Definitely, if you were a normal person trying to get in through here, even if you could break the thick glass, which is possible, the bars would get in your way. Disintegration, however, not going to be a problem with these things. You'll easily pop a hole through one of these, no problem. You find a window. It's on the lowest level of one of the turrets, closest towards the middle of town. So it's like a window that looks kind of across the tops of the keep rooftops. And from here, like the people on the wall can maybe sort of see you a little bit. The town is mostly blocked from you. You've got, it's not amazing cover, but it's half decent cover. And you can sort of time your transformation back into a human, hopefully with patrols of guards. There's still going to be a roll. There's always a chance that somebody on the other side happens to be looking across.
Should only need 2 minutes. 1 to disintegrate and 1 to turn back into a bird or a bat. Actually, I don't need that. I suppose I can go straight.
Don't you need 1 minute to go into human, 1 minute to
disintegrate? Well, yeah,
but I'd be
a bat for that whole first minute, right? I'd only turn into a human at the end of that round.
Right. Or the transformation takes a period of time, but that's like half of it is bat form, half of it is human form.
Oh,
like,
okay. I don't know. I don't think of it like that. I kind of think of it as an immediate transformation rather than a sort of werewolf in London kind of.
Right. Either way, it's more of a, even if it's a werewolf in London thing, that's half on each end, so it's about 2 minutes in full human form.
Well, he looks into the window. What's in there? What does he see?
It's a staircase.
Okay.
Heading up and down the tower.
Oh.
Well, it'll have to do.
Yep. We go.
Okay.
Right.
I make sure that they're all nearby.
Yeah, you scout the area. They see you perched, looking around for them. I think the brothers McGarry's land near you, along with Imprick, who's still in raven form, hopping along the rooftops.
All right. I wait for the right moment when the guards are otherwise distracted on their patrols or whatever.
You roll a luck check, Nick.
No, I don't want to bring dice into this. I will transform back into Imric and immediately activate the persistent flying spell. If I can do that, just beforehand, I will.
I rolled your luck check for you.
That's good. That's for the guards.
Good job that you don't get to roll for me. I'm going to roll just because I need it to be better than a 3, so there you go.
Nice.
That's better.
All
Spice
right.
is good.
You become a human. You disintegrate the wall. Now, disintegration.
It's a silent
the
spell. We
components
looked
of
it
it?
up.
Lesser disintegrate.
What are the components?
Sand.
You're using lesser disintegration?
Yes.
Okay. Causing anything. So your hands become tools to dig through stone and glass. And you can begin to carve your way. You can do 1 cubic foot per round of material.
Yeah, so that should be enough to break the glass and the bars.
I think so. Mm-hmm. Yes. And it lasts just for that one. Yeah. Great.
1 round per level, so it lasts for 15 rounds, actually.
See, the duration is instantaneous, which doesn't make much sense, but okay.
Duration says 1 round per level for me.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You break through the glass.
I go in,
And then?
I transform to a human, and I cast silence on a stone.
One of the stones in your pocket that you carry around.
One of the stones in my bag of holding, I pull it out.
Excellent. You are human. Imric, you're also human?
Yeah, I guess I just fly right through. I don't need to
You can just
turn
walk
back
right
into
through.
a bat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I fly in and unpolymorph myself?
Wait a minute. Hold
What?
on. Lesser disintegration requires touch. So how do you reach the window?
He's flying.
How are you standing at the window?
I'm flying.
And casting.
He's flying.
No.
He
Okay,
can't fly
but
on
let's
the
say you're. Oh, you have the fly spell.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you're flying. You walk on in. Everyone gets in. It's fine. Everyone is back in
Okay.
human form.
Yeah. The imp will.
Wait, we need to go. We gotta go round by round. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
And-
go ahead.
when we get in here, the imp turns back into itself.
Okay. I'm casting silence on my stone.
Anton casts silence on a stone as soon as
It
he
goes
gets
off.
out of bat form. It goes off.
Okay, that's round 1. Do you guys have any actions during this?
The imp turns into an imp. I think that's.
Can I fly in and turn into a human?
Yep.
Okay.
And I guess yeah. Oh, that's my action. So okay,
I
go.
put the stone away that round with movement,
With it, yeah, it's in the bag of holding, so you can speak again.
casting telepathy on Imric.
I will actually cast a spell this round as well.
All right, let me just take our time here because now we are inside a building casting spells. And that...
I shouldn't be. You can tell me if I am. If I'm like screaming it and I know people are gonna hear this, I'm not gonna cast telepathy.
No, it's not like a screaming, but
Well, you
are
can
still,
scream
like,
it because you're in a
you are-
silence area.
I can't cast it
He's-
with the silence stone, so I
Oh,
put it
Right.
away.
Yeah. Pocket the stone.
But you do have to cast a spell and intone the dark words and project.
Yes, but
your
I know
voice.
where I am.
Right. You're not shouting. You're in the hallway of a tower. I just want to make sure that everyone's aware that spells are not.
Good point. Maybe we
super
should
secret.
find a room. Maybe we should find a room
No,
first.
it's fine. We're casting
Okay, we're casting. Yeah,
telepathy.
fine.
And Nick, what were you casting?
Cat's Grace.
Cat's Grace. Okay. And who is telepathy being cast upon?
Me.
Let me make sure what the spell actually is.
Can I roll a d6? My Cat's Grace now.
Telepathy is somatic verbal.
Yes.
Oh, there's nothing.
Okay.
Casting time of 5, so it's. Let me know if it's been cast.
Yes, it has been cast. It takes casting time indicates how long you have to talk for, so that's a reasonable amount of talking and speaking. And who is the subject upon which you were casting telepathy?
It's actually going to be probably. I said Imric, so let's do Imric.
Okay, you were casting telepathy between Imric and Anton.
Yeah.
So the two of you can speak. Subject must have at least 5 int. While the spell is in effect, the two participants can communicate silently and rapidly regardless of whether they share a common tongue. You do not give access to each other's thoughts, memories, or emotions. Participants can only hear the thoughts that the other participant actually sends. Mind-to-mind communication is 4 times faster than verbal communication. Level of complexity that can be communicated is only that which can be expressed through language. Gestures, expressions, and body language cannot be conveyed.
Last 24 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, tell me when it's round 2.
Cat's Grace has been cast.
Could I?
This
if I
was
was-
round 2, actually. Go ahead.
Wait, so
if I was
silence has.
casting-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, so silence hasn't been cast yet, right?
It's been
Silence
cast.
was
It's in a bag of
cast.
holding.
Okay, yeah, but so can I just? I want to detect noise, see if I can hear anybody coming or anybody moving towards us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a meta question as well.
You absolutely hear someone coming downstairs from whatever room is above you. The door has opened. There are footsteps.
Okay,
will-
so this is round 2, right? My imp is invisible.
Round 1, you disintegrated the window and came through. Round 2 was actually silence stone. Round 2 was silence and Cat's Grace. Round 3
Right.
is telepathy and whatever you're doing.
Okay,
It's
I
going
want
to be
the
invisible in round 2 then, yeah?
yeah. So my imp's invisible. I want it to fly up the stairs towards this person.
Excellent. The imp can become invisible at will.
Yeah, we can cast it as many times a day as it wants.
Excellent. The imp begins to flutter up the stairs, its wings beating in the air. and it flies up the stairs. You're just concentrating through its vision so you can see what it sees.
Yeah, I kind of want it to kill this person. But I will
yeah.
Can I
assess
just-
the situation first. Okay, yeah, you can
Yeah, I'll look to him and I'll just say I can kill him. I got it. Nod.
quickly though, quietly.
Yeah.
Well, the person is coming down rather quickly. There's not much time for discussion. The imp has already been sent up the stairs while you're having this discussion.
Yeah, but I can.
Sure.
Oh, can I talk to it in my head?
I think
Yeah, I can.
I think you have telepathic communication.
Yeah.
Yes. But we should roll initiative at this point because things are going to get real hairy real fast.
Yep. I can cast my I can at will my invisibility from my invisibility ring.
Yes.
The stairway is stone.
Yes, it's at will. The stairway, the tower is stone. The stairs are stone. Okay, Stinger is first. Is that the imp?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The imp flutters up the staircase and does indeed see a guard who's wearing leather armor. It's sort of blackened with the picture of a crown on the center of it, the symbol of crownhold here. There is a quiver of arrows hanging at the guy's hip, a bow in hand, a concerned look on the face as they come like down the stairs. You can notice while their bow is in their left hand, they do have their hand on a dagger at their side, or at the short sword across their side, as if like they're concerned that something might be here, but they're not entirely sure yet. Your imp happens upon them. They are already slightly alerted, and they're sort of startled and give a yelp as the imp rushes forward, sending its barbed stinger.
Oh, sorry. No, you're good. Sorry.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe telling it not to do it when I see it.
I don't know why we would send
It's
the
too late.
5
Do it.
HP
It's here.
imp when I can backstab
moment-
and do like 12 million damage.
Coming down the stairs towards us, right?
I can just walk towards
Yes.
me, but you're fighting. Go. Sting him. Sting
Roll
him.
the attack roll.
Get him.
No, but Neal, wait, I can call the attack off.
Sure, but the moment is upon us. I need you to act.
Yeah. Okay, I see Tyrell moving, I leave it.
The imp, brings its stinger back, and then at the last moment holds the attack.
Oh no,
while
no.
the
I think
guard
as soon as I
stares at
see
them
it's
in
an
dismay.
armored, as soon as I see it's an armored guard,
Uh-huh.
it's invisible. So
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's true. I forgot the imp was invisible. The armored guard has not seen the imp. Its eyes do not go wide. I rescind all information about it. But the guard is actually... Sorry. The guard doesn't see the imp, but the guard definitely has heard the imp's wings beating up the staircase and is looking around in a sort of panic and begins to draw its sword. The imp does not sting it with its nasty, hooked, barbed tail. And instead... Who is next in the initiative order?
me, but I do not.
I'm at
Me.
Oh, no,
14.
it's Anton. It's Anton.
MrMouton. What do you do?
I hand Tyrael the silence stone. I go
think
so
Tyrael's
quick.
Going up the stairs.
I'm just
with-
going.
That's fine.
I'm just going.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But I go at
Sure.
4, so at the bare minimum, I put the silence stone on him somewhere.
I
Great.
would resist having the silence stone on me because as soon as the guy hears a zone of silence enveloping him, he's gonna turn around and run and know that shit's going on.
The guy's gonna yelp when you try to
Mooten
kill him.
pulls out the stone and
Yeah.
hands it to Tyrael. Tyrael ignores the fucking stone. Imric takes a turn as Tyrael makes his way up the
I
staircase.
do nothing.
Dimric does nothing. The guard has drawn his sword and begins to... which direction does he go in? Does he go down or does he go up? The guard heads up the stairs. He gets back to the door. He opens it. Tyrael, you're running up the stairs, aren't you?
I'm not
you're ignoring
running. I'm
everything.
moving. I'm not a dumb fuck.
You're moving.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
moving.
You're going carefully up the
Yeah.
stairs.
One might
Excellent.
even say silently.
Okay, so you're really taking your time to sneak up the stairs, going nice and quietly.
Yes.
Excellent.
Gonna get away.
Imric, your imp will see the guard. They head up the stairs, getting to the top of the tower, which is only 2 floors above, and they shut the door. Tyrael, you creep up the stairs after them, quietly, making it up to the top of the tower within the same round. You can press your ear to the door if you so desire, or you can open it. What do you want to do when you get to the top of the tower this round? It's only 2 flights of stairs. It's not that far.
So he came down, he looked, and then he walked back up,
Yeah, he came down part way and then turned around and ran back up the stairs.
and he ran back up the stairs.
Yes.
The door that I opened would go outside to
No, the door would go to an internal room. The staircase is sort of winding around the outside of the tower, and then there's at the top of the staircase is a door leads to the internal room at the top. There have been windows occasionally along the staircase.
What do I hear? Jesus. What do I hear on the other end of the door?
You put your ear to the door and listen. Give me that detect noise check.
Well, wait, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have clicked that. Well, hold on. Pretend just for a second. Because he said that he ran up, he closed the door, and he ran. Do I hear, like, obvious noises of him shouting or running before I, like, actually do my careful listening?
No, it's, a nice solid wooden door. You get to the top, you stop,
Gotcha.
You don't really hear any major sounds happening.
Okay. So then I'll put my ear to it and I'll detect noise.
You can hear the guard jostling people awake. You can hear them saying, "Psst, wake up, hey, wake up."
Okay. Do I have the opportunity to act, or what are we next round, or what?
I think that's the end of your round here.
We've got to
listening
fucking kill these
carefully.
guys now.
Yep. I'm waiting for the next round.
Initiative for the next
with
round.
a silence stone.
Okay.
Okay.
That was the wrong sword, but good initiative.
I rolled in for movement.
Thank you. No actions then?
No, I'm gonna move. I mean, if you're gonna let me move and attack, that's cool.
I mean, if you want to rush in and engage in combat, please roll with your weapon in hand if you're intending to attack. If you're gonna just like
my
get
main goal
closer and
is
hang.
How about this? My main goal is to get up there and get the silence stone in there. Can I get one of my 3 attacks? I'm gonna forego 2 of them for quick movement, so I have lower initiative, rather than my +6 with my spear. Or no, I'll just do movement.
No. If you're gonna use your spear, then you get the spear initiative. If you're not
do
gonna use
movement.
the spear, okay, cool. So you're just gonna get the silent stone up to the top of the tower.
Yes.
That is a worthy endeavor in and of itself. Okay.
Nice.
Excellent. First person to move, Tyrael rolls a 6, Mooton rolls a 6, Guard rolls a 6. No, Mooton rolls a 4.
Is movement 1?
No. Sorry, I'm confused. Never mind. 6s go. Tyrael and Mooton at the top of the... Well, Mooton reaches the top of the staircase. Tyrael's already at the top of the staircase. What are you doing, Tyrael?
Opening the door and going in.
Yep. The door swings open nice and
Silence
easily. You
envelops.
can see guards drawing swords. Anton's sound does not follow. You do not hear him coming up behind you on the staircase whatsoever. One of the guards has a short sword out and recklessly throws himself towards you. as
Okay,
you go
hold
towards
on
him.
1 second. Last round, at the end of the round, he was waking people up. I just want to establish
They
this.
can't all have weapons.
They fully got up, got armor on, swords out, and everything. Or is he just grabbing a
They
sword
don't
as
have
underwear?
armor on.
Okay.
They don't have armor. Yeah.
That's fine.
There's
Okay.
one guy who's wearing armor. Everyone else is like in their night clothes, and their swords are right there at the edge of the bed. So they just grabbed him and pulled him out.
Okay.
One of them is out of bed, sword in hand, and comes at you, Tyrael.
This is attack of
It's a
opportunity.
mighty blow. It's a 5. He thrusts the short sword right towards 3 feet from your head.
Yep, and he swings wildly and misses completely because he can't actually see me because I am invisible. Yep. He saw the door swing open and he swung blindly. I don't know what he's swinging
When
at.
did you become invisible?
Like a
Yeah,
round
well-
or 2 ago. I activated the invisibility when I was going to chase the guard up the stairs.
Okay, I must have missed that because I didn't write that down.
Gotcha. At will, ring of invisibility.
Yeah, well, the door did open and there was nothing
Yeah.
behind
Yeah,
it.
I know,
so
I know.
he
That's
does-
which is
Sees
fair,
Anton-
which is
sees
fair.
Anton. Anton's there.
Maybe he sees Anton by me, sure.
Yeah, Anton's coming up the stairs there. You'll see Anton. Tyrael is invisible, but you're the only one that's invisible other than the imp.
Anton's wearing the mask.
Right. The mask? Which mask? Oh, the assassin mask,
Oh,
yes. Go ahead, Tyrael. Make your attack.
How many people are in here? How many guards do I see?
4.
4?
4 guards.
Do I get any backstabs here? Like coming in invisible, or are they alerted since they're in combat, or?
They're in combat, but if you got behind one of them, you could get a backstab. I don't think you need it.
You get
Guards.
+4 because you're invisible.
Yeah, you
That-
already have +4 to the hit.
Sure.
But if you want, you can take the time to sneak behind one and get a nice skewer for 5 times damage dice. Why not?
Nah,
You
fuck
got
it.
time.
I don't
There's
care.
only 4
That's
of
good.
them.
They look like normal people, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
ordinary citizens.
I'll just do an attack on the most awake-looking one. 30.
Yeah, his AC is 10. And you get +4 for being invisible, so you easily do max damage. Fucking killed instantly. obliterated.
Okay.
Silent though.
And then I will swing my sword and hit another one in bed, I guess. Or if he's gotten up, I guess. 26.
26 is a hit, not a crit.
Wait, that's gonna be
Actually,
+4.
26 will be a crit. You do clear by
30.
10. Yeah.
Am I still invisible, or how does that work?
No, your invisibility is broken. You crash back to
Okay.
full vision.
Why do I get the +4 to hit?
You don't for this one. So
Okay.
it's 26. It's just a single crit.
Okay, so 2d8,
Yeah.
19 damage.
This one survives at barely any HP. Your sword comes crashing down, and through half of the body, they slump back in bed. Their weapon rolls to the ground. Their head rolls back. Their free hand goes over their wound. No, not down.
Wait, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it's 18 damage as well, not 19, because I should be using my other sword.
They're at 3 hit points then.
Nice, space. Okay.
That's your first 2 attacks.
Yep.
Anton has made it to the staircase. The one person who attacked is died. Next on the initiatives are 8. 8s. Yeah, that one is wounded. The 2 people with 8 initiative see before them, Tyrell McGarry and Anton McGarry, in a zone of silence atop the castle near these windows. Now, this room up here does have arrow loops, right? They're archers. They're supposed to have a place to fire from. And they know this is certain death. They know this is their moment in time.
I need a ruling on this right now for future things.
Yeah.
Ring of Invisibility is at will, but I'm guessing you're not going to let me, like, attack somebody invisible. How are we ruling that?
It's at will at most once per round. So if you want to break invisibility, stab someone, and then become invisible again, that's fine, but your second attack that round would then break it again.
Okay.
Or you could make your 2 attacks and then go invisible and then wait till the end of the round and get your second and third attack, which would break invisibility.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good.
Or third and fourth, which would break, yeah.
Okay.
The guards up here, one of them will defend the other, as the first is going to somehow desperately try to get anyone's attention, but they don't have a lot of time to think. They're not prepared for the situation. So the guard does the only thing that he can think to do. He just starts throwing things out the window, hoping that someone will think something of this. Let's give the guard a desperation check. Yeah, he manages to get to the window and drop
we need
his
to
quiver of arrows.
Wait. We got it. We're gonna need a battle map for this. I need to see what's happening now. Because if a guy is trying to leave my threat range, I'm absolutely doing an attack of opportunity.
Right.
So I need to see what's...
And there's no way the window's open.
No. The arrow loops.
Yeah, arrow loops to shoot
Yeah,
things.
but how is he going to fit a whole quiver in there? We could have flown in there as bats, no?
Oh,
So
true.
An arrow loop, if we look down over here, an arrow loop is like a very narrow, maybe like 3 inches wide section in stone. And from the outside, it looks like this. From the inside, you can see that it's actually like an angled, recessed thing so that you've got a pretty good field of view. It gives the people on the inside like a 90 or greater degree angle of aiming bows, and they can then shoot out through that narrow 3-inch wide gap.
So we could have flew through this.
You could not fly through that. It's way too narrow for anyone to fly through.
How can you drop a whole quiver then?
Oh, no, it's not the quiver. It's like he's got the quiver of arrows, and he's like doing this and letting arrows one by one fall through the window. Yeah.
Okay, but show me.
Quiver.
I need to see the battle map inside. Could this guy get away from me and I don't get like an attack of opportunity or anything? Because
Right, so
obviously
we've got,
this is pretty important to what's happening.
Right. So the stairs don't quite cover here. So we've got windows here, windows here, windows here. Can you see this weird battle map I'm drawing in the bottom corner?
Yep.
All right, so these squares are full-fledged windows that provide sight. Then there are additionally these... Oops, that's the wrong way. This way. There are these arrow shapes, which provide arrow loop points. And there's basically two on each side of every window.
Yep, that's
so
fine.
You've got a section for window, blah, 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 blah. Then in the middle of the room, we have 4 beds. Actually, we only need 3 beds because one person should be on watch. And then over against the staircase sort of blocks off part of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
There is like a table for some stuff. And then over here, there's a couple of chamber pots and shit.
Yeah, no problem. I just need positions of everybody in the room. That's the most important part.
Right. So the party
comes
comes
up.
up
This would take at least like a round, like maybe next round they're throwing arrows out of the window. Because not only do they have to wake up groggy, they have to go. They just got woken up this round. They have to go grab the arrows and start throwing them out the window while someone's in here murdering their friends immediately.
And while silenced.
While silenced, it just seems like a lot of coordination to happen in a single round. 2, it makes more sense, but I think that like Tyrael should get another round of attack offs, and I think Anton might even get attack offs before they just start like throwing arrows out.
Right. So, oops, that's too small. Tyrael McGarry has come up the stairs and killed this first person who had originally woken everyone up. This person was dead.
Yep.
Then Tyrael went to the next person who was getting out of the bed and killed them, and they died. And those are Tyrael's 2 attacks. First 2 attacks. These other people were getting up out of their bed. Their weapons and armor and arrows are nearby them. One person went to be in the way to interpose, to body block for the other person who went to the window. So you could do this in any number of ways, but one person is giving like an interposing body blocking. The other person grabs the nearest thing they can find, which in this case is their quiver, and just like tries to dump things out of a window.
So the question is, who am I getting an opportunity attack on? Can you
I do believe you're right. You should get one on this guy, definitely. 100%.
On the guy interposing? Wouldn't it be the guy leaving my threat radius? Is who I would get the opportunity attack on?
The interposing is like, I'm taking the blow for you. I'm stepping here. I'm going to block for you.
Why would he interpose? Why would he interpose when they're not talking to each other? There's no communication going on. How does he know the other guy's going to start throwing shit out? Why would he interpose in front of this guy?
In 1 minute, too.
In seconds.
That's true.
He woke up and he's like...
This is not a situation that they are prepared for. So you got guards in here. They see you. One of them goes to drop the stuff. The other goes to... Well, one's definitely going to fight you.
I don't even know what the interposing thing is. This is 2nd edition. What does interpose mean? This sounds like some Battle Master shit.
Talked
We've used it
about
before.
people trading places. You have done it yourself. This rule was invented for you to fight your enemies.
Okay.
But I just don't believe this guy would ever interpose himself.
With the silence thing, someone can't say, cover me.
Yeah.
Silence is 15-foot radius.
Yeah. But like Anton's whole
the
turn
towers
was
may
to
be
get in here.
20 feet at the top, so they're definitely all within the 15-foot radius. So one person is shouting, cover me, and their cries are echoing, are just death. The other person draws a weapon, goes to fight Tyrael. I guess, Tyrael, you're going to get an attack of opportunity on the person who goes to throw the things out the window.
22.
It does hit. But can you kill? No, that is not enough. You slash them across. Oh, actually, 22. You should get another D8 in there. It is a crit. They're AC 10 right now.
1d8.
One more D8. Yeah, one more. Oh, that's actually enough. That guard drops to the ground, dead. Dead in the bed, barely getting out. The other one has a weapon in hand, squaring off against Tyrael. Their initiative has not come up yet because their initiative is 11, and I think Imric isn't before them. So yeah, what do you do when you're a guard in your underwear and Tyrael McGarry walks into your keep?
Grovel.
Can't even beg for your life because of the sandstone.
Yeah, he does the only thing he knows how to do. He hopes for a lucky hit.
He drinks a potion of fire breath.
22.
It's a good one.
Is a really good attack roll. It's a great attack roll.
Against me?
But I think your AC's 28, right?
Yeah, not even close.
So it will break a stone skin and no, it doesn't. It doesn't even do anything. No, because it could hit. Your armor does provide AC, so it does discharge a stone skin as it hits against your armor, and that's the best that they can do. It's life dead for one stone skin charge. Imric gets to the top of the staircase, bow of speed in hand.
Comes into the room ready to shoot some people.
Tyrael's sort of blocking this person's body. You could move around them. You've got a move and scoot proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot and scoot proficiency.
Oh, is he still alive?
He's still alive. And there's one person like bleeding to death on a bed.
Oh, cool. I shoot him 6 times.
Give me your attack rolls. Hit, crit. It's just a... Oh my god. The pin
I
cushion.
want to roll the damage.
The pin cushion hits the deck.
It's a lot of damage, you know. How many crits are in there? It's probably like... I'm going to go with 10d6 plus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 d6. It's like a fireball.
59 damage.
Yeah, I mean, he hits the ground after the second or, after a few shots, and then you just keep putting more arrows in him, eventually standing over him.
Anton will...
putting
Cease
arrows
and
in his
desist.
body.
Cease and
Anton will
desist.
telepathy to you. Imric, enough. We need to keep going.
Yeah.
And I think we end here.
I think this is where we're going to end for the session. One room of guards defeated.
Seamlessly entered the castle, completely
Seamlessly.
undetected.
Actually undetected right now.
Should be
Actually
no
undetected.
problem.
Are we back same?
And not ambushed, right?
Yeah, of
Not
course.
yet.
Yeah.
Do you think you've been detected and they just didn't have time to get it off? Do you think that whoever detected you last time has detected you again this time and has alerted someone else within the keep? Or are you actually pulling it off?
No, we're
I
definitely.
think we
pulling
just
it off.
got unlucky last time. I think the Wizard Tower was in that ruined village.
Okay.
All right. Well,
All
then
right.
we will find out next week.
Next week, I
on
think.
Tunes of Scoria.
Does Wednesday work good next week for everybody?
Wednesday works.
It's very awkward for me
Why is it awkward,
Yeah.
Koibu?
because I need my Wednesdays to prepare for Thursdays.
Friday works.
What about Friday?
He needs Fridays.
Yes, I can do Friday.
I'd really rather not give up a Friday night, but if it's any time that'll work, then so be it.
Can we not do Thursdays?
I have an in-person interview I'm doing at 12:30. I might be back late, and then I've got another thing I'm doing that night, so
Yeah,
it would
yeah,
be
yeah.
ultra
Okay.
tight if I try to squeeze it in. Friday and Saturday is a libertarian conference, although technically I'm only speaking Saturday, so I can skip for some D&D. Otherwise, there's Wednesday. Wednesday and Friday are doable for me, but Thursday is really tight.
We could maybe swap Tides of Death to Thursday, and then we could use Tombs of Scoria on Tuesday, Koibu? Or is that too much? We'd
I'm
have to
okay
ask the
with
others,
that,
too.
but that requires more organization.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like we can do any of the other days, so I think that's our last option.
No, I mean if we can't do anything, I don't think I've got plans on Friday, so I can just do that. But I'll have to just double check. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Let's tentatively say Friday with the off chance that it might move to Wednesday
Okay.
or Tuesday.
All right. Yeah. Well, let me check
Questions?
our thing. Scrolling. Oh, no questions this week. All right.
See you
We'll be
next week.
back next week on Sunday, but we will be back. See you guys later. Oh, and I'll be streaming in like 10, 20 minutes on my other channel, guys. Rip.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Oh.